The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Saturday, December 21st on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up. And when you do sign up with the promo code TCESGPN, you get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet's a brand new sportsbook available in 45 states. Download Rebet in the App Store. Use the promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $100. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Dan Dickow, and you are listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Saturday, December 21st. I know tis the season to be jolly. I'm fucking jolly regardless of Kris Kringle's coming down bringing his fat ass down my Christmas tree, my chimney Christmas tree. You know what I mean? Potato. All right. I'm feeling fucking jolly, and I hope you are too. YouTube.com/the college experience. Tis the season to hit the like and subscribe button because we need 15K by 10 days. 10 fucking days. If you can't do it, look, I know a lot of you people out there are going at you're probably not planning ahead. I've been there a bunch of times, especially when you're going to the mall, which is, I think, is top 10 worst places in the world, right? I'd rather be in like the mall from December 15th to December 25th. I think it's top 10 worst places in America. It really is. It really is. Like, it's just. So what I normally do, because I know there's a lot that are like me, if you're forced or have to, because you didn't plan ahead, you sit your ass on a bench while everyone's shopping. You might shop for like a little bit. To me, when I shop with a message. I could walk into a store. I'm like a bank robbery, like a fucking Gone in 60 Seconds or something, like. Or like I don't know, some Wahlberg movie where it's like this guy can be in and out of there in 45 seconds, no traces, nothing. That's me. Like when I come into a store, decision make. I do not pick up like 5 items and contemplate. I am in there. I am out of there. But unfortunately, once you have a family, that's your weakness, right? So you're stuck. You're contained. So there's people sitting at the mall watching fucking your kid on Santa's lap or whatever. Your wife's taking your son or whoever. You got your aunt in there, your grandmother saying, "Let me see about this store." Right. And you're sitting there watching the old waterfall with like wishing you had some extra pennies to wish you could never come to this fucking place again. Right. Well, now you got an opportunity to say, "Hey, you heard about this Pick Dundee bastard? Check out the college basketball experience. Hit that like and subscribe." Or maybe you just forgot in your busy schedule to hit that like and subscribe, which I understand, sort of. Now's your opportunity. You're sitting there listening to this. Where's this going? I don't know. I'm just a guy with been watching ball games for fucking 12 hours, having cocktails. All right. 'Tis the season, right? You can't look, if this was June, you could really give me a hard time and I still wouldn't care, but I'm saying now, like being liquored up, it's like, this is the season. Let's go. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
It was a shock.
Whoa.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
New show, Drunk Cappers. No. New show, Drunk Winning Cappers. Because that's what we do here. I know there's 7% of our listeners that live in denial. They don't realize that records are out there in the wild. We submit them, and those are submitted. And that is another company. It's not like me and Mac are ruling that company. You can see USA Today's on there. Yahoo Sports is on there. CBS Sports is on there. Makes it official. We also have this thing called a recorded video that we do that you can go back and check out every single night. Anyway, we'll talk about another winning night for old Pick Dundee here. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Big 12 College Experience. Subscribe. He's also the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Subscribe. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good. The film does not lie. I had a 10-3 night. Let's go. Cheers. Saturday.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
I mean, yeah, the film does not lie. I wasn't on the show last night, but I gave you my plays, and I even added one that hit. I should have added two. I was close to adding two that would have hit. I'm disappointed in myself, but let's just jump right into it because we got a big ass slate. I got a pregame show in like 6 hours. I feel like previewing everything. God damn it. There's a million basketball games. There's a million you got FBS playoffs. You got the FCS playoffs, D2, D3, NAIA.
Colby.
And you think I care about Mahomes?
Oh, I gotta pause you for 1 second. We gotta talk about something before we go. How was the first day with SGPN East?
SGPN East felt great, man. If you didn't see the tweet at the Colby D, we got the 8 TV set up. It's gonna be 9 in a minute here.
I'm surprised you don't have
first day
a stream set up in there yet.
I'm still working out the kinks. I just added the heater to that shit because it was cold. It was cold, man. It's basically I took over like a garage, right? It's in the process. There, I was thinking about not even publishing that I had that yet, but I'll be honest, man, it felt great because the best way to explain it, once, I was in LA, SGPN Studios right there. You can watch every game. And that is, you can ask Patty C, you can ask whoever that's there. It's important to view it because you know how the game goes, the pace of the game. Was there a bullshit foul? Was there this? And it's amazing. I actually think that I'm a fucking genius and I should be involved in the goddamn space program because I was still having a winning record, but I didn't get eyes on that much shit to start the season for college basketball. Not like I normally do. So getting eyes on all the games today, I know there was football on, but majority of my TVs were on basketball. It was fantastic. And we're home. We finally got it. I'm back, December 20. It was a little later than I thought it was going to be. So SGPN East being built, and we look forward to the day we have the public studio, which we're working on too. So anyway, Mac, college football playoff was fantastic. We just did a reaction show on the home playoff game and how great that was for the sport, and I think it's going to be so great tomorrow. But goddamn, we have a loaded slate in the middle. They're just. You know what I love about college basketball? They don't give a fuck. They're just like, yeah, we got this guy. We're just gonna load up.
Play it.
Yeah. Anyone that's got multiple TVs loves it. Yeah. Let's get to reacting though. Shout out to Bieniek though for bringing that up. I would have forgot. Well, I mean, look, started off with a lock, and I'm pretty sure it was a lock battle, judging by Twitter. I didn't get a chance to listen to your guys' episode last night, but
This is such a joke.
Victory. It tastes good. You know what's great about this? If you follow my Twitter account
with a straight face.
No, I don't even know if you guys caught this because I don't know if you follow. Like, I know you follow my account, but you're not fucking constantly checking it. I don't think. But
no,
at halftime I gave it out again. I dove in. Me and the bet detective CJ Sullivan dove into the fucking stink. Right? We were getting our ass kicked. It was 42-26 at halftime. I had Valpo +2, and I said, "What am I doing here?" It's like I think it was 13 points. And I said, I'm going back in. Like in backdraft. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, no, fuck this. I'm going into those flames. Right. And I went with the 13. So boy, your boy's having a really good night because my record's it's deceiving to the I have my regular record that you guys know from my picks I gave you last night, but I also have the fact that I double bet Valpo. And once I got 13, we went in. Me and the bet detective, we were live on air, or maybe just 5 seconds before we went on air, but we talked about it on air. Shout out to the Crusaders, a real beacon. Bet detective was calling this the Raisin Bran double scoop. You do the old double scoop, go back for 2. And of course you can't fade Cooper Schweiger. I think it's Schweiger, but Schweiger I think sounds better. Sounds more Midwest. For a strong performance. And Mac, why am I a genius and everyone else foolish?
What were you thinking when they were down 22 with 7 minutes left?
I actually thought it was bullshit. I was watching this and I go, you guys, they're not trying. I was like, I can understand if Western Michigan just beat them, but when they were down like 20 early, I was like, they're not trying. You can't be down 20 to Western Michigan. It's just that just tells me one thing: you're not fucking trying. So that's what I was thinking. That's why I did load up. I was like, impossible. This is impossible. Now I'll be honest. I didn't know they would come back and win, but when I got that 13, I was like, there's no way Western Michigan sustains this. So I want some credit on this. I want some credit out there in the world.
How do you even blow a 22 point lead with 7 minutes left? How is that even mathematically possible with the shot clock? I mean, you have to try to lose at that point. Noah, fuck Michigan. This is bullshit. I want a refund on this bet. This is the worst beat of the year. I mean, my God, 22 with 7 minutes?
Daniel says, what credit do I want? Well, I just want fucking credit. All right. Like,
good win. I don't know how you won, but you won.
No. I'm not talking about for the original bet. I want credit for the buying 13 because I do believe it's what I've watched a lot of Western Michigan basketball. It's just not sustainable. You know what I mean? Like 13 points. I was just like, no, they'll come back. I'm not talking about the original bet.
Clark in the chat, or is it Daniel? I didn't see who said it. If they just went 4 corners, held the ball, and took a shot clock, do they win? I think they win the game if they just take a shot.
Probably. That's why Tony Bennett was basically running like the best you could do for a 4 quarters or for a 4 corners offense. And that was successful. It's like the triple option of football. That's why they should be doing that shit. 76-73, your boy Dundee double just loaded up. The Crusaders, they bought me one of those TVs today. Did my day get better? Yeah, it did. Because Houston Christian, guess how many points I had?
Oh yeah, this number depended on what you got it here.
That's what I'm saying. Well, if you got the closing value, this was a 0.5 point loss.
32.5, I'm assuming you got.
Oh, I did. It was a lucky day for old Dundee. As Houston Christian, this was actually very intense. The final. This was actually I was doing a pod in the middle of the Valpo Western Michigan game, so it was hard for me to get full attention. but I had it on the screen. But like this one was very intense. The final couple minutes. Did you ride with me on this?
I had A&M minus 30.5. So cheers. Good win.
Oh, so hey, there we go. There we go.
Happy middle.
It's that value. You got to shop around. Now this is where I'm mad. I had a bet loaded up. So I was just loading up like the bets that I thought I should play. One of them was Norfolk State. And I'm disappointed that I didn't. This was like a last second or I don't know, like early morning wager. And I could have got 5.5 with Norfolk State. I passed on it and it hit. So I'm very disappointed. But it depends where you got this line, because this hit for some, it didn't hit for some. I didn't bet the game at all, but Norfolk State, I just had it. You know, when you select it, you have it in the window, you see it right there. And then I just backed away, just thinking, they played yesterday. Your thoughts as Norfolk State wins 76-70. And really, it shouldn't have been that close because Norfolk State was whooping their ass a lot of this game.
Yeah, this is a backdoor if you got the last number for Grambling. So, yeah, I mean, Norfolk continues to play pretty good basketball here. And that's back-to-back wins for them at this event. And Grambling continues to be kind of a dumpster fire a little bit. They've been struggling this week. Bad week for the old Grambling guys.
Yeah, and look, I thought about pulling the trigger on this, and once again, I guess I'm thankful that I did not pull the trigger. I was thinking about taking Seattle because I didn't realize how Seattle. I thought it was crazy that Seattle was favored by that many points, right?
They kind of.
So I was like, yeah, but I just thought that's a big ass trip. Chicago to Seattle. And I just thought, man, maybe I should be taking Seattle. I never loaded the bet up, but I gave it deep consideration, and I would have been on the Seattle side for a wager there. But UIC takes them down by 11. What's up?
I got lured into the crack house. This is my lone loss of the day. So
I don't blame you though, man. The line didn't make sense to me. When I was computing this, I was like, wait, why the fuck is Seattle this much? And I was like, it's gotta be that you're going a couple time zones over.
Yeah.
They're good at home. And I was close to pulling the trigger on this. Mac?
I stayed away. I actually took Illinois, Chicago. I thought it'd be a tight game. But I thought they were going to win. I was kind of stunned that they lost the game. Because they usually find a way at the crack house.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one that, I didn't bet. I knew not to bet this one. Ryder was getting 4.5, and I was like, I think Ryder's better than Penn, but I was like, just screamed, just trap for you. So I took Ryder, didn't hit this, didn't bet this. Did you play this game?
Yeah, I locked up Penn. Felt like they were due at home. Line was telling. They played well today.
I might have, if I was on the show last night, I might have ended up betting this with you, but I don't know. I just picked Ryder because I was like, they're better, but why the fuck is this line so? It was just a stinky game to me. Nice call though. There you go. Play your music, Quaker. Let's go. Alabama State was taking on Delaware State. Alabama State was like a 5 point favorite. Delaware State wins 83-80. I picked Delaware State, but I didn't have any strong conviction to this. You?
I took Alabama State. Thought they were due. They had a bad week too. Them and Grambling ate shit in this tournament. Good week for Delaware State and Norfolk.
Yeah, folks, I want to tell you the college basketball experience. Well, first, I mean, look, you're still alive right now. We're part of SGPN, the college basketball experience, and the college football experience and SGPN have their first annual college football playoff challenge. Pick sides and totals for every game with a chance to win $1,000 grand prize, all for free. It's free to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. I know there's a game tonight, but you could still get this in. After tomorrow, you're fucked. But right now, you could still get this in and win this thing. So jump on over there and remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Pick'em has one of the biggest menus for all the sports tonight. You can win up to 1,000 times the amount of money you enter with Underdog Streaks, and Underdog is always making it easier to win with Profit Boost and Gimme Pick'ems. There's college football, college hoops, everything else: NBA, NFL, NASCAR, NHL, MLB, MMA, everything. So sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet's a brand new social sports book available in 45 different states. There are plenty of betting opportunities available on Rebet. It's easy to use. It's great for people in states where traditional sports books may be restricted. Download Rebet in the App Store and use the promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $100. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. All right, we are back. Picked this correctly, didn't bet it. St. Peter's took down Delaware 72-64. Who'd you take in this and your thoughts?
I was on St. Pete's. Yeah, I locked up St. Pete's. Yeah, St. Pete's liked the spot at home. And they were the better team. 4-6 laying points against 7-4.
Oh yeah. Not sure if this is true or not. And shout out to Steve Stevenson. I know he's been following us for years, and we appreciate you, Steve. And non-breaking CBB news: RFK Stadium bill passes at Senate at 1:30 a.m. Last second Hail Mary for the Washington Redskins. Yes, hail to the Redskins. But here's my problem: they're doing a fucking dome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look. Let me say this: I hate no NFL team should play in a dome, but. At least it's on the site of like a lot of history, but I mean, I couldn't help but think like how great was that Notre Dame environment tonight. Oh, I know we're getting sidetracked here, but I'm just saying like there's something cool that college sports offer, and college basketball has this too at certain places, not every place, but college football really has it. Take the 4 games for this weekend. We just saw Notre Dame. You know who's played on that fucking field? When you really think about it, like it's like Wrigley. When you go to Wrigley or the Green Monster, you think about all the people that have played there, right? It's just a cool feel, right? It's unique to me. You don't have that at a lot of places. The NFL has like 0 of that. Even like Lambeau, which is classic, isn't even that old in the realm of college football or some of the college basketball institutions we have. I just think that's so cool when you can restore. Like you look at, do you find it ironic that like the SEC or the Big Ten or a lot of these schools, they have bigger stadiums than the NFL. So the NFL doesn't even have the biggest stadium, right? And then you wonder, well, why people rave about it. Like I've heard people talk about Neyland Stadium, Tennessee Stadium. It's fantastic. If you haven't been, go. By the way. Or Michigan Stadium, or the Horseshoe, which we'll see again tomorrow. Those places are talked about all over the fucking world. I was in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and struck up a conversation about Neyland Stadium, right? Or I was brought into a conversation about Neyland Stadium, right? And the reason I mentioned that is like it's bigger than any NFL stadium, and why can't the NFL do this with their stadiums? They invest into their stadium, right? Like all those NFL stadiums that are classics should be. Well, they've destroyed so many of them. They've destroyed like 90% of their great stadiums, but they should be investing in their stadiums. Instead, they do this because they just want the city to fucking pay a bunch of money to them, or your state or whatever. But I can't help but think all 4 games, like it's so cool that they play at the same locations as all their, like you're watching the game at Texas. Earl Campbell played on that fucking field, man. You know what I mean? Bobby Lane, like all these greats, Vince Young, they all played on that field. It's so cool to me to have that. I've been to that stadium. I've been to a lot of these stadiums, and that's part of what I talk about of like, that's why baseball is cool. Like I think a lot of people think like MLB sucks, but then they go see a fucking game at Wrigley or the Green Monster there, Fenway, or you get a chance to experience a great stadium like that, and you're like, don't ever fucking touch this. Don't ever destroy this. You know what I mean? Like, this is awesome. Anyway, Hinkle, I feel the same way about Hinkle. I feel the same way about. There's a good amount of college basketball ones too.
Hinkle's got a good one.
Yeah. Don't ever be like I'm shocked that our generation. I didn't see this coming. Like, my generation would be on board with thinking like LA has SoFi built, and you are less than like 10 miles away from the fucking LA Coliseum and the Rose Bowl. Like, two of the greatest stadiums in the history of fucking stadiums. And we're playing games at some fucking shopping mall now. It's absolutely pathetic. Like, I didn't see that one coming. Like, when I thought when as a kid, if you would have asked me with our generation, I'd go, yeah, we love football. Football's getting more popular. I did not see us going completely out of left field and start playing at these bullshit arenas. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. What was next? Oh, I lost money here. Fucking Sienna. Fucking Sienna. Dave Paulson, by the way, we should watch out about this Holy Cross team.
7-5,
but
6-6. Yeah, it's doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm out on Sienna. I can't take them anymore. I'm starting to, like, that was hot for a minute. I was cashing in. Yeah. But look, I mean, a lot of people are talking in the chat, NHL better than baseball. I mean, look, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, protect your. There's a reason, like, why FDR has national parks that were projected that, like, he looks like a fucking genius 100 years later. Like, you think about that. College football and college basketball, but mainly college football, gives you an environment where, like, you can actually go to the game that your goddamn great grandfather went to, or maybe even played on. You know what I mean? Like, every legend. Think about Notre Dame Stadium and who's played there. You just don't get that elsewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody that's I could just. I don't even have a sheet saying. I could just go off the top of my head and be like, Newt Rockney, Rocky Blyer, Jerome Bettis, Theismann, Montana, and that's just on the Notre Dame side. I mean, you can go deeper into that. Tim Brown, you could go on the opposing side that have all played, and it's just, that's fucking awesome. You feel it. If you've been to Notre Dame Stadium, when you walk through there, you fucking feel it, man. You feel it. You're part of something. Anyway. I thank God I didn't bet this game, because I thought about betting on Akron. Yale destroyed them by 16. I thought about taking Akron, man.
I did.
Thought about taking Akron. Yeah.
Mac fucking talked me right off of locking this last night.
How so?
Blames me. One of my 3 losses. He blames.
Oh, I was wondering why this game was being played basically
in El Paso.
at UTEP. It's like a UTEP MTE or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
I don't necessarily love that, but I thought the neutral site favored Yale because Akron has the more passionate fan base for sure.
Yeah, but Akron probably went to Juarez the night before. Got the dicks wet. You know what I mean? Or just in El Paso. El Paso is like the cheapest drinking town in the world, or in America at least. Yeah, dude. I spent many a nights there. Did bet this one, and I'm sure you guys. Hopefully, you guys repped my bets on the show since I didn't listen to it. Easiest play of the night, biggest wager of the night for me. Longwood, NC Central, revenge game from a week ago. You knew this was happening.
Less than a week ago.
Tell me you were on this. I'm assuming you guys were on this.
Okay. Five days ago, Longwood. Revenge smash spot. Yeah, had to have it.
Yep, triple lock.
Shout out. There we go. Shout out to Pure Ruckus TV, giving us $10. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I mean, I just thought that was the one. When I scrolled the card, I was like, I circled that one right away. I was like, I'm going all in. I'm going all in here. This one, gosh, there's so many ways we can take this one. You guys, I'm sure, can take it as in, what the fuck? You blew a double-digit lead. Me, I can take it in, and me and the bet detective can take it on the other side of saying, Either A, this game should have went to overtime where we still had a chance to cover, or B, if he misses that 3, they foul with 12 seconds left. You probably extend the game, and there's a chance you cover this at no matter the number you got.
You're reaching.
Really? Because 4.5s were out, dude. They're up 3.
You're reaching
3.
6.5. I don't know.
You're reaching for a cover
here.
here, an angle why you should cover. They got outplayed tonight, I thought.
Yeah.
Outplayed. Second half, I would say, was all St. John's.
They had no business being in this game.
But they also were down 18 at one point.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're 43-28 second half.
Friendly
You can't
whistle
tell
at
me.
the end of the game too.
Oh boy.
Patino had got a friendly whistle there.
You
How
got
many
to win.
reviews
Just
did
be
we do
happy
at
with
the
the
end?
fucking win. Just be happy with the fucking win. If this goes to overtime, St.
I
John's wins
am
by
happy.
12.
I
All
am
right?
happy. Yeah.
If you were on the others, if you were on our side, you'd be like,
I know I would. I know
I'm
I
just
would.
not
Don't,
letting you
I'm not
be
going
able
to
to-
bullshit you. Yeah.
I'm just not letting you reach your arm all the way back and allow you to scratch your own back here. That's just not
let me
right now.
check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, because Bet Detective and me sharing text messages, we're both happen to be on the Rick Pitino side of things. And he
And Mac and I
texted
are
me
both happy to
saying,
be on the Providence side of things here.
no, of course you guys are. And I'm just saying, we were going through text messages, and at the time, with about 3 or 4 minutes left, I was watching, but I was getting sidetracked a little bit by the football game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's texting me saying, we got this, right?
I don't know why.
What do you mean? They had what do you mean?
The largest lead for St. John's was 4, and that's how much they won by.
But at what point did they have a 4-point lead?
The very, very end.
That's what I'm saying. So that fouls play a role in basketball always when it's more than one possession. So we're thinking,
5.5 and 6.5 when.
So
So
you
a
get
4-point game, 4.5, right? 4.5 is what I had, right? And
I don't know how you got it 4.5.
if they miss
The slide
that
you made
3
was
and
5.5.
get fouled, I know that. I know that, but I'm saying I made the slide at 6:00 yesterday. You know what I mean? Just saying. Yes, you're on the right side, bozos, but I'm just saying, if he misses that 3, it reminded me of DePaul. It reminded me of the DePaul game, because if he misses that 3, they foul, and DePaul would have got the cover. Just saying.
I'll give you that you were thinking that you could backdoor 4.5. I was thinking of our 6.5. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, 6.5 never.
Or
really,
overtime. I thought if it goes to overtime, I'm like, the Johnny's got all the momentum. Yeah.
Me watching that game, I never was threatened at all with 6.5 in my back pocket. And I was instead pissed that St. John's they were gonna escape, that Providence was gonna let them off the hook. They
totally let them off the hook.
I felt like that environment deserved to win against their old ball coach.
And by the way, stay sharp. MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN.
There we go.
Because that's where that 4.5 was.
I got mine loaded up when I go to Utah next week. Got my bookie loaded up, baby.
Look, you guys were on the right side. I'm just saying. I mean, how many times do we see a fucking steal happen? All the time. That was Ricky Henderson. I saw Ricky Henderson coming off of fucking, he's coming off the bag, and I'm like, we're stealing this. Bet Detective's with me. We're stealing this.
Tell the Bet Detective, don't fade the dunk, baby. Let's go.
Dunk.
Even with shitty ass TV.
I'll be honest. Buzzer beater's always great to watch. I don't care if you have money on it or not. It's always great to watch. But okay.
This
one was easy.
Crazy that you mentioned Ricky Henderson with all the rumors going around. If that is true.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
What happened to Ricky?
There's a bunch of fucking rumors everywhere. So nothing's come out from the Athletics, but they're a shit fucking organization. So
watch what you say about my squad.
Nobody else heard this.
How many squads you got? I thought you were an Orioles guy at heart.
Orioles are my number one team, but Ricky Henderson was my favorite player growing up.
Just
Why? Because
Here,
anyone that refers to him as Ric Flair
he
and Ricky
died.
Henderson, anytime
died.
he died?
well, it hasn't been confirmed because the Athletics suck.
Damn.
No.
Passed away an hour ago, apparently.
Just
No.
a shitload of rumors.
Damn,
just sent you.
man.
I don't want to hear that. He's too young. He's too young.
Hopefully it's somebody making something up. But God, you would hope that somebody wouldn't make this up.
Yeah. I don't know how Colby just pulled Ricky Henderson like out of the blue.
Yeah, my favorite baseball player growing up. I say this all the fucking time.
I believe
I'm
just like,
yeah.
I love Ricky Henderson.
So,
dude, anybody that refers to himself in third person is amazing, right?
If it's true or false, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll talk about it.
Damn. Hopefully it's false.
It's got to be false, right? Please. He was at like the A's stadium like a couple of weeks before they went away. They had a bobblehead night for him and everything. I know you're sending me all these damn articles now. I don't even want to click on them because I don't want the fucking. I'm living in denial.
I only sent you
one,
so get out of here. You're receiving money from.
It showed up on my text and then it shows up on my computer. Maybe that's why. Man, I had a close friend pass away. I had a close friend pass away today too, man. And it's like, fuck's going on? Don't tell me Ricky Henderson now. Don't tell me Ricky Henderson. What was I going to say? Cincinnati. Did you lock Cincinnati with me?
My favorite play of the day. Revenge from last year. Veteran group. Cincinnati's finally looking like what we thought. They found themselves against Xavier in the second half.
I knew this was a horrible spot for Dayton. I just knew. Yeah.
3 games in 6 days against really good teams. Daniel, you can't say Dayton sucks ass when they just beat Marquette and UNLV. Like, they had a great week. They just lost to Cincinnati, who's a quality team.
I could speak his language. He probably bet Dayton. When you bet it, you're like, oh, fuck this guy. You know, you can be talking about the 96 Bulls. You'd be like, oh, fucking Phil Jackson can't coach himself out of a fucking paper bag, right? And you know, it's just the money talking, right? I feel like most of our hate is the money talk. And they took one side of we locked up 22 games, and it's not our fault that all Billy Bob had was $64 that his mom lent him. And they put it on Chicago State, and they didn't get it done, right? Yeah, great play. Also, great play here. This is one that you would not known, but if I'm being in the circle of trust, I did bet this. I'm not counting it on my record on a winning night, but I did really bet this. I took App State against North Texas. Yeah, I added this to the card late. After Florida had cash for me against Tulane. Yeah. I mean, I just thought North Texas was, it didn't surprise me they won the game, but I just thought it was too many fucking points, man. It was like North Texas, I'm surprised they even scored 68. I thought they would have like 58, but still, what was your sense in locking this one?
I just felt like App State had dropped back-to-back games, but they had been competitive. They almost beat High Point. They had the disappointing game at Louisiana, so back-to-back, stay out on the road. I thought North Texas would get their best punch. Was my whole angle.
Yeah,
and it was a lot of points.
I was on this with you guys too.
Go Beavs is spot on with it. That's my logic. UNT's pace is way too slow.
Yeah, that was my handicap last night on the show.
Yeah. Well, both another thing is like
North in the country.
Well, North Texas can never shoot. Doesn't matter the coach. Yeah. Were they like 5 for 20 from 3 today? And then I cashed this. I did, this was available on the Lock Show, and I hope you guys did this too. Jackson, UTEP's another one like North Texas. The fuck you doing like 15.5? Who the fuck are you? You're gonna have Tim Hardaway and Antonio Davis back, and you wouldn't cover 15.5. Tell me you took UTEP. Tell me you fucking took UTEP.
I took UTEP. I didn't bet UTEP. I didn't.
Dude,
bet
this
the
was
game.
Easy fucking money. This was easy money.
I just
whenever they're like a 16-point favorite, you can't take UTEP. You can't take fucking
You're
UTEP.
probably right. I just seen Jackson State just sell so many times this year.
Yeah. UTEP 54% from the free throw line. They're like they're like a worse version of North Texas. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, hit that. Should have bet BYU. I don't know why I didn't, because they won by 1,000. Why did I not bet that? I should have.
I bet BYU.
Yep, there we go.
These teams
Danny
that
Ainge got
went
this thing
Utah
rolling.
in BYU back to back have gotten absolutely down. Don't do that, bro. Don't. We were talking about it. We're like, what the hell did they do in Provo for 2 days? They did not. FAMU in Provo for 2 days. They did not fit in there.
I mean, I don't fit in when I go there. You know what I mean? Like you try to get a cocktail. I can only imagine yeah. I mean, I don't know what you do. Like, what do? You got to have you got to buy out like a fucking restaurant or something, or buy out like a fucking bowling alley or something. I don't know. Like, you got to do something to get your mind off of it, off of just, you got to have somewhat fun in life. And, I don't know. This was my worst play of the night, and I'm really disappointed in this because I actually, not only did I, take the points, I did sprinkle some on the money line. Southern got drilled by Loyola, and I just don't understand this one. Loyola is a kind of an up and down team, but like Southern was in that game with Ole Miss at Ole Miss. Yeah. Southern almost did beat La Tech. Southern was in the game against A&M for a little bit. I know the final score says 17, but I think there's a point in the second half. That thing's like 7 or 8 points, right? What the fuck is this?
Awful.
They got
drilled.
They just didn't show up. They didn't show up at all. Bad play. Did you bet this with me?
No, I was on Loyola. I thought the line reeked while it was so high. This was like Santa Clara against Kennesaw the other night. I was like, this makes no fucking sense. So I laid it.
Yeah. I mean, I was all over Southern. Yeah, game boss. Let's fire. Where are you going?
Game ball number one. Let's go Norfolk. Back-to-back wins at that event. They looked impressive out there, so they get a game ball.
I'm gonna give my game ball to the Johnnies. On the road, you come back. Despite what some haters are saying out there, I still think you guys are closet haters on Slick Rick. They got it done. Not to win it. But not to win it.
He's too old. I like it.
Give me a Slick Rick down. What was it, 16 or whatever the fuck the number was? With the game ball. Where are you going next?
You can tell I was locked in on the HBCU Classic. Delaware State went 2-0. They get a game ball. Good trip for the Hornets.
Dude, they're not bad. I watched that whole game. Yeah.
Yeah, we're up there. They were in the Mohegan-Sun, so that was up there actually for everybody.
Well, my second game ball probably should have been my first game ball if I'm being honest. The Crusade. The Crusade going on there in Kalamazoo. Oh man. You've been a beacon of shit for a while, Valpel. You're starting to win me over now. 76-73. Never a doubt. All right. Never a doubt with Cooper Schweigert. And the way these boys from Indiana play ball, watch for that backdoor cut here. Watch for it there. Let's go. Got completely out rebounded. No problem.
Got outplayed got annihilated.
No problem. No problem.
They should stop. They should quit that Western Michigan basketball program. That is a joke to blow a 22-point lead to Valpo.
Where are you going with your final game ball?
Let's shout out the Big 12 team, the Natty. I think the Natty gets a game ball, revenge on Dayton, and they sweep a big week here against Xavier and Dayton. Seems like Wes Miller and company got things figured out. 9-1 with Grambling before Big 12 play.
I like it. My final game ball, I will go to Dave Paulson.
Yeah.
Dude. Crusaders double parlay would have, Crusader parlay would have cashed. I mean, come on. Like, dude, you know what? He struggled. He was shitty at George Mason. Part of that was because he was starting he got a little crazy at George Mason. Yeah. He was like, let me start this 6'4" white guard at power forward at George Mason. And I remember watching these A-10 games. It's like, they're going up against like Dayton. And I'm like, this is, they're getting just destroyed on the glass.
He needs some,
but it works. He's got the blueprint for the Patriot League. He could dominate the Patriot League. And that's why I'm buying in Holy Cross game ball, 8-point win against Jerry Mack and Siena. Yes, there we go. That's a good way. That's one way to do it. Folks, what I tell you, college basketball experience is brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie's been running on SGPN for years. You can check out their new and improved website. It's absolutely fantastic on mobile. Plus, there's props for every game, and the live dealer casino is always a blast. Hop on over there. I like Ohio State -7 tomorrow. Lay the points against that Tennessee Vol bullshit. Right? Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code TCE SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Plus, they're going to give you a $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. SGPN's proud partner. Rhythm is the #1 AI powered sports betting platform, and it helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds to get predictions for betting on money lines, spreads, totals, props. Look, you can copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard. No problem. You're probably going to make cash, or you can build your own like old Dundee here. Rhythm will adjust around what you like. And you can now track their props in the Rhythm app, which is fantastic. And they got college hoops, they got college football, they got NFL, NBA, they got everything. Hop on over there. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. And the slate, there's no slides. I'm sorry. With me having football today. My goal is to have the Saturday slides because that's a big day. It's just tough when you give me a Friday football game, the first ever. So my apologies.
The poor TMZ crowd. They're going to have to watch the show.
Yeah.
Watch it start to finish and subscribe, you lazy fucks.
You're goddamn right. The race to 15K. All right.
Well, I don't get the brain bag.
No slides, C Mills. All right. I gotta, you know what? It all started with these abrupt quarterback slides. I said, you know what? Fuck slides. Right. I'm out on slides. All right.
Fuck slides.
I'll have it tomorrow night. Maybe. Probably Sunday night, actually. Let's just say Sunday night. Tomorrow night's a big day for football.
You ain't gonna have slides tomorrow night. Don't even put that out there.
I'm gonna have cocktails tomorrow night. That's what we're gonna have. All right.
Cocktails and bets and yelling at the TV with all this action. No slides Sunday.
That's
everybody.
true. Dude, you look at the sports slate tomorrow. You look at the sports. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, minus 7,000 there. You want to get rich, Mac?
Oh, who we started with? This does suck because I do like visualizing. I'm not gonna lie, I love the slides personally.
Around. Oh,
yeah, because Colby does this bullshit where he's like, "Let me take you to the winner's circle tomorrow," and you have no idea what the fuck game he's talking about, and I have to click the slide for him because he wants to hide it.
So you like the slides? You're saying?
I never said I didn't like the slides.
Oh, let me tell the good people out there in the universe.
It's a different Ryan.
That's a battle that I chose to fight. But,
that's a different Ryan. His last name starts with K and rhymes with Tramer.
And it rhymes with tranny. No,
and
but
another co-host that
He
rhymes
lives
with,
in Los
Trina.
Angeles.
I'll put it like this to the world out there. They don't know what happens behind the scenes. I have died on the slide hill. All right. I've been putting out this fire for a little bit. All right. I've had multiple battles in studio, out of studio, from 3,000 miles away, from in my car in a fucking parking lot in New Orleans. All right. And I do the fucking slides, and I'm disappointed that they're not here today, and I apologize. But slides make the show way better, and I buy into that shit. The analogy I used, and I don't know that it is accurate to me, was it was basically like I picked records as a kid. The youth has no idea what it's like to go and buy records, but you would go and you'd pick them based off of how cool they look. I buy into that, right? I really do. Movies too. For me, I remember movie posters and I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Led Zeppelin, for example. Led Zeppelin's music, I would always sit there and say, what the fuck is this album? I don't know what Led Zeppelin is, but this fucking album cover looks absolutely awesome. And I would pick that up and I'd say, this has got to be cool. If they made it look this cool, it's got to be cool. I have the same approach for my slides, and I could go longer into the argument, but I know no one gives a fuck, but I'm just saying, I've been fighting the good fight for the slides, and let me tell you, they're not fucking going away. Just for these liquid dinners that we're having for the next couple of days. You want to get rich though, Mac.
The noon slate's a fire. Dude, I don't know which game you're gonna go to. I'm like, I got so many locks at noon. I'm like, which one's you gonna go to?
What if I told you that North Florida has wins over South Carolina and Georgia Tech? What if I told you that the Florida Gators are off the fucking Jordan Nike Classic, whatever they're calling that shit, and they're coming back home? It's the Swamp. We're top 10 and we're laying 24.5 points against these
Jordan
feisty. Yeah, whatever the fuck. All right.
Just don't you dare say the money line.
Oh,
I mean, South Carolina. It happened to South Carolina.
They can cover, but they're not losing the game outright.
Well, I like you guys have faked the Gatorade shit. You know what I mean? Like, how do I know you guys aren't? You're never real all the way. You know. Saw Urban Meyer's game of grab ass at that bar, or grab pussy, whatever it was. I'm taking the points, man. I think we should bet the points.
It is an early spot too. I mean, they're off of how many straight high major wins? 5 now? Depends if you count. I mean, Wichita's not really a high major, but it's like you don't overlook Wichita. I mean, they've beaten Carolina, Arizona State, Virginia, Wichita, Wake, all in a row here. They can go through the motions, win by 18.
Oh yeah.
I think you're right here. I think you're right here. I'll join you. North Florida. Wait. No rush to bet this though.
Yeah, actually, yes, that's a great point. You're going to catch a much bigger number tomorrow morning. So, let's jump on it. Just like, it's like those broads getting all those dick pics from Golden.
They got their bag packed for Christmas. They ain't thinking about North Florida. They're freaking thinking about catching that flight to go get some scattered ass. It's just thinking about what dick pics they want to send to whoever they want to send it to. A dick pic fade here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, let's say
fade the dick pics.
Georgia quarterback when we're talking about players. No Florida players doing that. Only the Georgia players doing that.
Yeah, it's like Florida's not corrupt. Florida's
Dude.
corrupt as shit, just like Georgia, Alabama. They're all fucking corrupt.
Dude, Florida is like one of the biggest. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Like
if you're gonna
fucking-
take a side, what's that?
Go ahead. I was gonna say,
like-
Colby, this is like Michigan trying to play that fucking high and mighty academic card. Like this
Oh, yeah.
fucking shit fucking pisses me off.
I mean, Michigan doesn't get transfers in because of the academics.
Oh, what the fuck? That's your.
Oh, really?
You just put stallions. in the yard.
What do you think happened with Caleb Love? Which was a blessing in disguise, by the way. Like, I'm not complaining.
That's probably what happened. They probably had to come in. They probably had a meeting of the minds and said, maybe we shouldn't do this. Don't
No,
fucking
you
let
didn't
me
get-
believe that
He didn't
Michigan
get over that bar.
does not. Oh, dude, stop.
I'm sure that
I don't wanna
Fab
hear
Five
this.
went to class, right?
This insults my intelligence, dude. If you're sitting there thinking that they're like, oh no, of course. And I'm not even trying to shit on Chris Webber, but I'm just saying, like, you're telling me this guy's getting straight A's or something, or like, oh, I swear, you tell me they didn't bend any rules. Shut the fuck up, dude. You know what I mean? Not buying it. 1 fucking second. Florida is the most ridiculous school. They covered up murders. They covered up fucking murders. They had a lawyer that they called. The police were looking for these people, and they're like, "Hey, no." He went to the lawyer, and at like 3 a.m., and they weren't even like the police hadn't even contacted them yet, but they're at a lawyer's house sleeping there, dude. Stop. I did enjoy the chat talking about the 80s movies too. Let It Ride's a classic. And the Matt Dillon one too that you referenced, I forget the name of it, is fun too. Syracuse, the Orange Men are heading into College Park, Maryland, where I just feel like, oh no, this is in Brooklyn.
How many fucking games?
Maryland?
Syracuse play at Barclays.
We got to bet. We got to bet Syracuse. Because they're fire at the stadium. Although Maryland has fucked me up this year, dude.
Yeah.
Maryland has been a nemesis of mine. But I think we have to bet Syracuse. And I actually think we sprinkle the money line plus 550.
Yeah, so I mean, this is what Syracuse's third game in this building. They covered against Texas and Texas Tech.
Almost won those, dude.
Yeah. I'm with you. Give us a cue. They suck, but they'll get up.
Sprinkle the money line. Plus 550. Oh, whoa. We got the JFK Bowl.
While they're kicking off, they're playing at the exact same time.
We got the JFK Bowl going on. Oh man, on the C-Dub is smart enough to realize the JFK Bowl sells SMU. No, it's not. I prefer it in Fort Worth, or I'm sorry, I prefer it in Dallas. But we have the JFK Bowl. Anytime you can get the JFK Bowl, this happened as a bowl game in college football last year. They played in the regular season. It's the best bowl game no one knows about. It crosses over sports too. Don't get your head blown off here thinking that Boston College isn't live, because they are live. They are all the way live. Plus 300 on the money line. We got to bet this.
Yep. This is the ACC opener. We see teams trip up there. They go to the sleepy Chestnut Hill spot. BC's got a little bit of desperation here. SMU, a lot of distractions with football. Let's go, BC.
They're going to be walking in there.
BC.
I can just see the fan base saying, ask what you cannot do for your country, or what you could do, whatever you could do for your fucking, whatever it is, ask what you can do to be richer tomorrow. Bet on Boston College and sprinkle the money line. Double lock.
This is 11 a.m. tip for SMU too.
I mean, the slate tomorrow is fucking beautiful. St. Joe's is at the Palestra. That's another fucking mecca, by the way. Dude, if this is in Blacksburg, I was ready to load up on the Hokies, by the way.
Me too. I was like, what the fuck is this line?
Yeah.
I'll take the Hokies, no bet. It's a new.
I'm going to take St. Joe's. No bet. The line is a little stinky.
St. Joe's is off a couple big too.
Penn State's playing at the same time.
What is this
off.
shit?
Are they trying to make money?
And they're in Philly. They're at the
man.
What the fuck is this?
Penn State. What are you doing? Why not play this at night?
Why not play
Penn State's saying 16. We have to bet Drexel, dude. We have to bet Drexel here.
Yeah. Yes. Nobody's gonna be there for Penn State. Nobody's supporting this game. Sleepy spot. Giving a 16.5. Give me Drexel all day.
Come breathe with the Dragons. Yes, I am drinking a little gin and juice over here.
Do Clemson and Texas play at 3:30, and then Ohio State and Tennessee play tomorrow night too? I haven't even dove into what time some of these games are.
I knew the SMU one, but I guess the Penn State one flew over my head. Princeton.
Mac,
is at Rutgers
too. I think Kentucky, Ohio State's the late game, right? For the CBS.
Is it really?
Right.
This is incredible.
Jeez. Talk about shit in the bed, though.
5:30.
You're trying to sell your product.
It'll end right before the game.
Princeton is catching 5.5 at. This is not the Rack.
The Prudential.
This is the Devils Arena, I believe, and Princeton won this game last year.
Yeah, they beat them outright on opening night, I believe.
I'll take Rutgers, no bet.
I'm going to lock up Rutgers in the revenge angle. I think Pike will have those guys ready to go. I don't think that they drop another one to Princeton. I think they pull away, win by double digits, headed into the holiday.
Moneyline Mac locking it up. The Chattanooga Mocs are heading into Assembly Hall to take on the Indiana Hoosiers. And by the way, shout out Cody Frazier. I don't know if you guys shouted him out last night, but he's a father. Yep. Okay. Brand new father of twins. About to be fucking greatest dad. Congrats, brother, man. And best wishes with everything, man. Yeah, you're basically getting Cal Ripken and Billy Ripken, bro. Let's go. Are they guys?
One's a girl, I believe.
Oh, okay. You're getting I don't know if I know an example off the top of my head of a
Cash and Claire.
Who's that? Oh, okay. You're saying okay.
Yeah,
that's their names. Okay.
Who's that?
I thought you were naming like a historical twins that were a guy and girl, and I was like Cash and Claire. I was like, who the fuck is that? Yeah. Shout out to Cody Frazier though. Chattanooga's getting 14.5 and
in Bloomington.
Well, guys, I still think we should take 14.5. I have a.
Yeah, we've been fading the college football playoff teams, but they lost tonight. I don't know. I'm not betting this one. I'll lay it with Indiana. I think they win by 16.
I'll take the points. No bet.
Phoenix locking Chattanooga.
Hi, all my Indiana fans. Oh, shit. There's none of them in the chat. Oh, man.
I want to lock Indiana.
I don't see any of my friends ripping on me anymore. Welcome back to mediocrity of football. I mean, maybe the football team might replace the basketball program success. And the basketball team right now, I mean, the record's still there. But remember last year when the record was there in non-conference play too? They were really struggling against really solid mid-majors. Chattanooga's finally healthy, and they're coming into Assembly Hall. That's a national landmark when you're talking about buildings in college basketball. I think they might have the best guard duo on this floor tomorrow. I'm going to lock up Chattanooga, the Mocs.
Do the money line, Bieniek.
Oh, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you gotta go.
I'm not going to call for that.
Bieniek locking up the Mocs. I'm just taking them. Max on the Hoosiers. Next up, Marquette is heading to the Cintas Center.
Ooh, this place is gonna be on fire.
Fremantle's still out, I believe. I think he's out indefinitely.
Oh, I think he's out long term.
Yeah, I thought I read that too. I'll take the 5.5. I could be swayed into a wager, but my first thought was, let me just take the 5.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
I will lock up the Musketeers. Again, the 0-1 team that played pretty well the other night. I mean, I know Fremantle's out, but Sean Miller's a good coach. I think they fight. I think they're desperate, just like Providence tonight against a 1-0 team. Marquette's really good. I think in one possession game, maybe Xavier even wins it. But yeah, you're giving me 5.5 lock. Xavier, the X.
Yeah, I'll join you. Let's go. God damn it, I'm gonna have a lot of bets tomorrow.
Told you, the 12 o'clock slate's out of control.
Well, I'm talking like I already have a shit ton of football. It's gonna be one of those days.
We're triple locking Xavier tomorrow. This is one of my favorite plays. One, I think the building's going to be on fire, like Mac already said. But two, we already saw this kind of come to fruition. Sure, it was the one game bump without Fremantle in the lineup for Xavier, but this is Sean Miller hit the portal hard getting guards because the front court, was coming back from injuries, so they needed a fallback identity. And I really think that some of these guys
were like a hobo on a ham sandwich. They were going hard.
Sorry.
You're all right. I really think some of these guys are ball players, and without the big man in the middle that they kind of facilitate all their offense through, it's going to free up some of these guys that just create some plays. Ryan Conwell, Davian McKnight, Dante Maddox came alive against UConn too. Like those three, along with Marcus Foster, who came in from Furman, they've got some players, and now they're going to be able to create.
All-American son of a bitch.
I think I like Creighton, or not Creighton. I think I like Xavier a little bit better moving forward, just because the reason why I was nervous about this team is they had so many mouths to feed. Now, like the biggest one that they facilitated the offense is gone. It might be a blessing by disguise, in my opinion.
I agree. They're live.
Triple lock, Musketeers.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Where's that song again? Oh, it's getting mixed up. Here we go. God damn it. These locks. They keep flowing, Mac.
Go to the next one.
I'm betting the money line. Plus 340. Are you on the same level?
I think we should dance at Hinkle tomorrow. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Storm watch. They are storming. Give me the 9.5.
Yep.
Bet this as your insurance policy. Bet the money line too. Butler is dancing at Hinkle. What's that fire-ass steakhouse in Indianapolis with all those goddamn shrimp cocktails? Someone help me in the chat. It's been there for like 1,000 trillion bajillion years. Instead of Peter Lugas was shifting. Yeah.
They've lost 4 in a row. They played well at Marquette the other night. Butler's getting up tomorrow. Butler's going to win this game outright. Let's go Butler and Xavier.
Yeah. St. Elmo's. I'll see you at St. Elmo's after the Bulldogs are barking. After Stormwatch, bring your fucking umbrella. All right. Let's go. Double lock. Phoenix not here on this.
Come on, Phoenix, you gotta take Butler here.
He's missing out.
They play up to their competition. They play down.
I know you guys all too well with this fucking Butler team. Hook, line, and sinker with you guys.
Then bet UConn, Jack fuck.
Vermont is at fucking Dartmouth. What'd you say? I missed that.
I said Phoenix been bullied into UConn by the chat.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry, Bieniek. I don't want tomorrow. I hope you're here, buddy. Vermont is at fucking Dartmouth in Hanover with Leday Arena.
Colby, I hope you're here tomorrow. You got college football.
That's a good
tomorrow.
point. Actually, I'm probably not going to be here tomorrow, but still,
Brutally honest.
Well, I mean, I want to be. I'm always here in spirit. You know. Is there? Here's what I do. I do as many shows as I can until my body like crashes. I can't compute anything. It's. I'm not saying that for like a fucking props or something, but I'm a maniac like that. I will burn myself out, and then I'll stop, and then I'll go back, and then I'll burn myself out, and then I stop, and I go back. I'm in the middle of a burn right now.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
Yeah. You go all the way in, and then like you get to a point where it's like, you know, your wife's got to give you the pep talk. You got a kid, you know, you got a son, and like, what are you doing? And like, and she's right. And then you just say, you know what? I should go for a walk in nature and think about fucking other shit. Right. And then like, that's what I'm saying. Like 48 hours later, I'm like, God damn, I can't wait to watch this fucking North Texas basketball game. Right. And you're like, I want to watch this fucking, this you know, FCS playoff. Are you kidding me? And then like, I start going all the way in again. And my wife, you know, and then I go all the way in for a couple weeks. And then my wife's like, what the fuck, man? You haven't been paying. I'm sorry. And then I go back in again. And that's how I live life. It's fucking crazy. That and like, you know, some action flicks from the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? Dartmouth, fucking Dartmouth. Is catching 6.5. Dartmouth's been what is Dartmouth ATS? I would love to know. Does anyone have this?
Dartmouth ATS is 6-4. Vermont's 2-10 or 3-10.
Give me Vermont minus the points. No luck.
I'm with you. I think it's Vermont. This is about the time of year where I like to take Vermont from here on out.
Is my mic cutting out, by the way?
It did once, but I think it's fine now.
It must have been the corporate gambling after my Butler moneyline play. Those fucking prick bastards. Just coming in here, zapping these fucking electronics. You say you're locking it? What'd you say?
I don't think so.
Huh.
They're on the road. I do think that. Well, I do think they cover.
Well, I got a lock for you. Damon Stoudemire.
Oh yeah, this is another good one.
Stoudemire.
This is a great one.
Stoudemire.
You beat him last year outright.
They beat all those top 10 teams that come in there, right? They just can't beat like fucking Mercer. But we got to do it. 14.5 points.
Oh yeah.
Buzz, sting. Yeah. Lock up Georgia Tech. Sprinkles up plus 1,000. I mean, do you people realize you're gonna be dead one day? I had a friend pass away today. He's 41 years old, man. 41 years old. Crazy shit. Not because of like something, just passed away. Live life. Bet on this fucking game money line because you're gonna feel amazing if it hits. If not, well, you'll probably give me a 1 star, but that's still living life. All right.
Oh, it's
jump in on this action. What's that?
I said it's hidden. Duke always trips up the game before Christmas or around the Christmas break time on the road. I guess it isn't their first ACC road game because they went to Louisville, but this is another sleepy spot. Georgia Tech's live in this game.
I just feel like Stoudemire, when he's at Georgia Tech, they've played really good for the most part against like the top-notch teams.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Lock it up. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You got to live life. You know, I disagree with I disagree with our society's approach on life. I really do. You know what I mean? I disagree with, you just got to live life. Take advantage of every fucking day. I really firmly believe, like, you know, I know you've heard me preach about whether it's the football rules or whether it's just whatever, just fucking go live life. Fucking, I don't know, rack up credit debt. I don't fucking know. Just go enjoy fucking the planet. You don't know that you're ever going to be on this fucking rock ever again. If you've never been to fucking Costa Rica or whatever, and you're thinking about going to go, because you're going to be sitting there, like Rich Rod says, in your fucking parents' basement in your underwear. Whatever the fuck he said. Saban used that line tonight, by the way. Saban used that Rich Rod line tonight on the pregame. Anyway, live life, man.
What do you think about, since we've just gotten to the noon slate, a little brunch money line round robin? Georgia Tech, Butler, Xavier, BC. Want to throw Syracuse in there?
Dude, I think Syracuse is actually like the most realistic money line. Because of how fire they've played there. Yeah.
Yeah. 5 home dogs.
I like it.
Little brunch action. You'll be buying your wife.
And everyone's going to be focusing. Yeah, everyone's going to be focusing on football. Meanwhile, we take the whole vault. Vault. They're at the Christmas party. They're thinking, no one's going to rob the bank on Christmas. Me and Mac are sitting out there in a van, huffing paint, getting ready to jump in there. Right? Got our ski masks. We're ready to go. Let's go. Do you have a line on South Carolina State, Northern Kentucky? I don't see a line here.
Northern Kentucky's laying 7.5.
What?
I'm torn on this game. I think it's
have too many bets. Give me South Carolina State, no bet, but god damn it, I want to bet every game.
I want to take Northern Kentucky. I think the line's telling at home. South Carolina State's been on the road for a while.
Highland Heights. I'm not intimidated. Give me the points with these Bulldogs. No bet. Oh, I can't wait to watch this game. I've had this one circle for a little bit. Mississippi State is heading into Memphis. I am all over Mississippi State tomorrow.
I love it.
You know, Chris Chance's teams don't lack athleticism.
Yep.
And they get after it. Now, they might not be able to shoot for shit, but they make you earn every goddamn bucket. I think it's a bad match. For Memphis. The only way, I mean, Memphis can beat them if Mississippi State has issues. Sometimes they go just ice cold, but I kind of love them in this spot. I just feel like athletically they can be on that same level. And can we set, I want to, if anyone can find me on cut, I'll say, I bet on there being a dust up tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you there'll be a technical foul on a player from both teams and a dust up potential bench clearing. I'm going to bet Mississippi State. And I've been on Memphis for a little bit here. Give me Mississippi State. What are you doing here?
I'm with you. I think for Memphis, they're coming off a back-to-back big road trip. Now they're getting an SEC team that can do some of the things that Virginia and Clemson can do, but they have athletes combined with that. I think this is a war, but I'm taking Jans to get it done over Penny outright. So let's go. Hail State outright. Lock it up.
Double lock. We're seeing. I'm terrified. We keep seeing eye to eye so much. I feel like tomorrow night well, I'm gonna be like, no, you guys do the show. I went 3-74 today. But I mean, I feel good about these. I do. Niagara is at St. Bonaventure. The Bonnies. This is a rivalry game. Bonnie's laying 15.5. I'll take the points.
I'm betting Niagara.
Yeah.
These lines for Bonnies keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They can't cover every game. Give me Niagara. Lock it up.
Whew.
I'm
Are
also
you taking Niagara? I ain't betting it. Oh, we got a double lock. Double. I don't.
It's a sleepy spot.
Let's go. Joey Jackson says Colby took St.
has-
John's to cover.
Niagara's getting better. They've been getting better. They got drilled in that first bye game against Michigan State, and ever since that, there's been progression the entire season. They only lost by 3 on the road to Kent State. I think that's a better basketball team than the St. Bonnie's team. But also since that Kent State game, they're 4-2, like straight up. And the one bad loss there was Merrimack by 18, and I think Merrimack's really good. So I think these Purple Eagles are not catching enough respect, and I think St. Bonaventure is not as good as they're built up to be right now.
Fade the 11-1. I like it being.
Yeah. What's this guy tell you? Pick you. So you just picking one. I had a great fucking night. It's closer than you thought.
Blown out in that game.
Yeah. I mean, he misses that 3-day foul. Yeah. The Southern game is the one you should be bringing up. St. Francis is at Bob Morris. This is a rivalry game, if you didn't know, folks.
Yeah. I was going to pop here and say that too.
Yeah, Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Robert Morris is laying 7.5 points, and I fucking laugh at that. Mac, we have to bet the red flash here. 7.5.
I'm getting a little history lesson too. I'm just wanting to see what the series. So, but Bob Morris has dominated or won it primarily. But last year was a 2-point game. There's a lot of regionality.
St. Francis. It's just too many fucking points. Yeah. Red flash. Give me the points. Let's go. UMBC's at Marist. Marist laying 3.5. This line reeks. I feel like Marist is way better than UMBC.
Me too. Lay it, but no bet.
Yeah, lay it, no bet. Agreed. Shout out to, we don't have a line on St. Louis College of Pharmacy. Take it on Indiana State. Old Cream Abdul-Jabbar is going to rig his stats on a game like this. Fairfield is at Monmouth. What if I told you Monmouth's laying 4.5? They're 1-10.
1-10? How are they like this?
What the fuck is this? Fairfield. I mean, I feel like this is where I get fucked up though. And this is what I mean. Is like sometimes sometimes this is right. You know, the line is right. I feel like more often than not, but this is the only thing that sidetracks me from my normal analysis on shit is like, I see this and I go, what is this telling me? What is this telling me?
Yeah.
It's telling me we should bet fucking Monmouth. Right?
I will be betting Monmouth. Monmouth has actually been the better team in this series. And Fairfield, I like Fairfield. I love them at home, but when they get on the road, they're not as good. Monmouth.
How do they even come up with this number? This, honestly, this is the head scratcher to me. Let me just explain to the people out there. I know we're running a long show, but I'm just saying, the numbers don't make sense. Points per game: Fairfield 288th, Monmouth 334.
They have not
field
played a
goal
home
percentage. Yeah, every single number you look at for the most part heavily favors Fairfield, with the exception of free throws. Free throws, Monmouth is a lot better. I'm locking Monmouth. It just doesn't make sense.
Take a look at Monmouth's schedule, though. I mean, there's a reason why their stats are a little inflated in the wrong way. They have not played a true home game yet. Their last outing, insane. They took Princeton to the wire on the road. The other game, they beat Seton Hall as a double-digit dog. I like Monmouth even more now.
Yeah, double lock. Come fly with the Hawks. Come fly with the Hawks. Folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by our college football playoff challenge. Oh, they told me to hammer the college football playoff challenge before tomorrow. So thought I would just hammer it, but I get your point. I know what you're doing. Check out SGPN's first annual college football playoff challenge. It's free to enter. You pick sides and totals for every game. I know you missed out on the Notre Dame Indiana game, but you could still win this thing. We're giving away $1,000 to the top prize. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. All right. My Maine Black Bears are laying 3.5 at Stony Brook. I mean, if there's ever a point,
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
But can black bear and fish coexist peacefully? Bears fuck up fish all the time. They're always trying to swim upstream, those little pricks, right? Making it perfect for the bears to just sit there and sink their teeth in that delicious fucking salmon. By the way, if you get to get reincarnated and you have your choice of animal, I'm fucking grizzly bear all day. Give me that. I'll hang out. No one's going to fuck with me besides another bear. And you just sit there and open your mouth and the fucking salmon comes flying in. By far, you can have all the other shit. I know some people say, African wild dog, the kill rate's 99.6%. You know, they never fucking have to worry about a meal. Fair, but they're still chilling out there in fucking hot ass Africa. Give me something nice with the bear's fur. I feel like he's just sitting there. It's like room temperature. And he can just go and get those fucking salmon just swimming and hitting them right in the face. You're not even paying attention. You're getting the salmon right in the face. It's cold. It's too cold outside for us. The bears are just like, that's a normal fucking thing. The polar bear, you don't want to be because you're fucking drowning every day. But the grizzly bear up there, Mac, what are you choosing? You're going to get reincarnated. What are you going back as? Fucking hawk? What are you going back as?
Grizzly bear would be fun.
Yeah. That's one of the tops.
Yeah.
One of the tops. Only humans fuck with you, or sleep a lot. You go to sleep for a couple months. Helms is cracking me up. Yeah, lion's cool too, man. But the jungle's fucking wild. I feel like Alaska's more remote. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You always got to do battle, even though all the guy lions are just chilling and bitch, handle my problems. Handle my problems. Oh man, big animal fan here. Team grizzly bear. You are you guys familiar with the blue bear? There's a blue bear out there.
No,
do
I
some
blue
research.
Balls, blue bear.
Yeah, he definitely has a case of blue balls, I think. But check out the old blue bear in the Pacific Northwest. Canadian blue bear, I believe. What the fuck am I talking about again? Maine is gonna beat Stony Brook, but I'm not betting this because I'm terrified of the line. What are you doing here?
We got 105 games. I'll take Stony Brook in the points. It reeks. No bet.
Yeah. Sam Houston State's catching 18 points. Heading into good old Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
They haven't played him forever.
I love how that's your logic. You would have taken them if they had played yesterday.
I haven't talked about Pitt in forever. I mean, fuck, they haven't played since fucking Rich Rod's been fucking hired. They're fucking scared like shit for September.
I am taking the points, and you could talk me into a lock here.
No. They love beating the bye game teams. I'm not doing it anymore. I will
Sam
fade
Houston's
them when
solid.
I know, but I will root for Sam Houston. If anything, I'll just take it on the money line just to root against him.
Sneakily, Sam Houston's gotten drilled a couple of times this year. Baylor, Indiana.
Pitt propaganda.
There's one more in there too.
Eject.
Hampton is heading. They're in first place in the old CAA, by the way. Heading to Baltimore to take on the Greyhounds. I do think Hampton's better than Loyola. Give me Hampton plus 120 on the money line. No bet though. What are you doing here?
You just hyped up Hampton. You just gave me my angle. I'm locking up Loyola Maryland. It's a road game. Loyola Maryland's getting better under first year head coach. I like the spot for him. Fade Hampton in the spot. My great.
No, you're locking it. I got to play your music. Damn.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
Money line man locking up the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds.
Do you want to get really like we should sell Noah's car and go all in on these real Blue Devils. I know they want a rivalry game, but
this line reeks.
Dude, it does.
I picked Quinnipiac on the picks page here.
The Aqueduct thinks they're just gonna walk into New Britain to the William Dietrich Gymnasium and start pushing these real Blue Devils around. I find that insulting, but I'm with you that I'm terrified. Why is this line so short?
So Quinnipiac has won the last 3.
They're also, this is probably the worst version of Quinnipiac, by the way.
They're off that bad loss of Holy Cross, is what
I wouldn't agree with that, Colby. Quinnipiac these last
maybe
2 years
ago
probably played good ball. Yeah.
This feels like a typical one possession game between these Northeast teams. I feel like they're always one possession.
I'm taking Central Connecticut State here, and I might bet this if I'm feeling good about life. Navy, Coppin State. You have a line on this?
Navy's laying 8. Is this the spot? Home dog at the PE Center.
That's a bold number to lay against 0-12 Coppin. Damn, Navy beat him by 17 last year.
Hey, the year before that, Coppin won outright at the PE Center.
Different staff. I can't do it. I can't do it. Give me the points like for a pick on the sheet, but I'm not betting Coppin State. What are you doing here?
I'm trying to remember. They had one home game. I'm doing it. Who was Navy to be laying 8 on the road? Coppin,
it is you know.
This is a Christmas miracle. They win outright.
Lamar is catching 24.5 points in Lubbock, Texas. Give me Texas Tech minus the points.
Yeah, Lamar's been absolutely freaking rolling. This means they're going to get absolutely housed tomorrow in Lubbock. Come back to reality. Lay it.
The Jaspers of Manhattan are taking on these Blue Hose and Presbyterian. Presbyterian's laying 2.5. Wrong team favorite. Give me Manhattan.
Should we bet Manhattan, man? Like, I've been riding the Jaspers.
I'm not going to bet it because Presbyterian is better than normal Presbyterian.
This is a fringe lock. Check the picks page. That's the plug there.
Youngstown State is wow. Laying 8.5 or 9 in Spartanburg at the Hodge Center. That's a big number. I'll take Upstate. What are you doing here?
I like Upstate as well.
I think we should bet this. I think we
should, man. The game before Christmas is like that's a dog spot. Like Youngstown's been playing their asses off, feeling good about themselves, 3-0 in Horizon play. Upstate back-to-back home spot. I think they get this done. I think they're locked.
Let's go. Give me Upstate. I'm doing a bit Upstate here.
Back-to-back road spot.
What have you?
Right state.
True. But you want to make real money tomorrow?
I've been waiting for this.
Let me tell you something. You got this bullshit team used to call himself the fucking Engineers. And now they're going by the fucking Mountain Hawks for some stupid fucking reason. And they're coming all the way from fucking Bethlehem to the Steinberg Wellness Center. If you're not familiar with the Steinberg Wellness Center, it is where you get healthy, you get right, your bank account starts blowing up like a goddamn fucking sprained ankle or some shit or some. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but I'll tell you this: the Lehigh Mountain Hawks are a fucking atrocious team. They're 0-6 on the road, and that don't even count a great place like the Wellness fucking Center, where the goddamn backboards will come down on you in the middle of the fucking game. You want to talk about intimidation? Here's a classic move we do here with the Sharks. You loosen them fucking screws at the top. So next time one of these white boys go to do one of these crazy bank shots, it goes boom, right back in your fucking face. Oh, you big man. Oh, go block out because I go heavy off the glass. The joke's on you, motherfucker. All right? The joke's on you. Them screws are loose and their backboard's coming for you. And even if it ain't, you're fucking thinking about it. You better bank on that, baby, because the Sharks are playing on the goddamn money line. I'm telling you, Steinberg Wellness Center. Who the fuck do you really think Steinberg is? My goddamn fucking lawyer. All right? The screws are loose and the goddamn bank account's getting puffy. Let's go. Sharks are swimming heavy in Brooklyn. Peter Luger's tomorrow. We dancing, we eating tomahawk steaks for everybody. You ever get that goddamn potatoes au gratin? Woo! Let me tell you, tomorrow night, boom, au gratin for everybody. All potatoes for everybody. Au gratin. Boom. Fundamentals. My son's crying in the background. I woke up my goddamn fucking son. Mac, play the fucking money line.
Over LIU of all teams. I think this line is ridiculous, though. Who's Lehigh to be laying points on the road at LIU? I mean, this is a coin flip game. Give me the Sharks and make sure you tell Stack of the Money Green and Lehigh's going down.
Get this fucking Stack in the Money Green bullshit with your fucking Mountain Hawks. Look, what do we do against the River Hawks with that fucking river bullshit? You're making up fucking animals. Now we got Mountain Hawks. Well, is there a fucking difference between a hawk and a mountain hawk? These uncreative fucking pricks. Because someone complained that the fucking Engineers was too fucking offensive. What, you stop building fucking bridges? You start flying around the goddamn world? This is bullshit. Mountain Hawks, you got the fucking Poconos up there. It's just, you're searching for shit. The Sharks are swimming heavy against this bullshit. They're throwing it right in front of our fucking face. And I can tell you this, I had enough of it. I'm surprised. See, back to the fucking NFL conversation you guys had earlier. Right? But this fucking thing is bullshit. It's right in front of our face. The disrespect of this Mountain Hawk bullshit is right in front of your face. And everyone just fucking ignores it. And it's fucking annoying. And the Sharks, they're paying attention. Rod Strickland, me and Rod, telling you, it's easy cash. Peter Luger, see you there. See you there. What was that fucking place? The place got, the fucking mobster got whacked at outside of the place. I don't fucking remember. It wasn't Peter Luger's, but it was a classic one when the Gotti shit was going on. I was watching some stuff on it the other day. It was fascinating.
Hey, how's the Christmas party going to be after this? This is the last game before Christmas break.
I'm nice fucking terrified.
They're gonna let loose.
And the ball dropping.
Yeah, we got to fade the Sharks on the other side of the holidays. They're going to be ass coming out like they were after Thanksgiving.
You're on to something, I think. No, you're really. Last time I was in New York City for the ball dropping, I got pepper sprayed. At a bowling alley too. We were at like a fucking bowling alley at Times Square. You ever been pepper sprayed at a bowling alley? I don't think anyone's been pepper sprayed at a bowling alley besides me.
It's gonna be a good Christmas party tonight for the Sharks tomorrow night. I can tell you that. They're gonna get lit up downtown in New York after beating Lehigh.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Damn it, my son's the fucking shtick's got to stop, man. Every time I'm waking up my son, it's fucking Long Island shit. White Tiger wakes up.
I'm a Dundee gonna say no more Peter Lugas for you.
I've only been pepper sprayed twice in my life. One was in Morgantown. The other was at a bowling alley when like 3 hours after the ball dropped in New York City, like a couple blocks, and I had nothing to do with it. Both situations. And actually, at the bowling alley, it was like a bar bowling alley. I don't know. And me and my buddies are there, and they pepper spray some people, and it got over to our section just a little bit. It wasn't like Morgantown. I got like legit fucked up. Like my eyes were fucked up.
Welcome to town. Welcome to the town.
Yeah. Like Morgantown, like I was like fucking crying the rest of the fucking night. My eyes were fucking just red as we're doing whiskey shots. Just like 6 hours later, you're just sitting there. Like you look back at the photos, you all look like French fucking Stewart. But in New York, we kind of just milked it. This is great. Like the people came over and apologized to us. Like, yeah, I mean, it hurt a little bit, but it wasn't really anything serious. But me and my buddy were just like, no, you guys owe us fucking all this shit. My fucking eyes are they're bloodshot. They're stinging right now. And you're just sitting over here. Give me an apology. So they gave us like unlimited drinks for free, but we couldn't. We were too drunk. We've been drinking for like 6 hours, so we're like, of course we start drinking all these, and then I'm like, man, I'm getting fucking hungry. So I go up to the bar and I try saying, yeah, we got pepper spray before, but we didn't get any goddamn food. You got any food? Right? We need the food, right? And then like the manager comes over and I was like, yeah, we're pepper spraying. My lawyer's gonna have a fucking my lawyer's gonna you better give us some fucking food. And they kicked us out. I tried hard and I was like, you're gonna be here for my lawyer. Next thing you know, I was at a fucking McDonald's eating a Big Mac like fucking 10 minutes later.
They're like,
anyway.
yeah, sure. Good luck.
It was fucking. You call your shot. You call your shot so far, and sometimes you overshoot it. I was like, we want fucking steaks. We want whatever, and then they're like, yeah, you guys got to go. We got security coming up. Fuck your security. Are you gonna hear from my lawyer? Oh yeah, well your security's coming up. Yeah, okay, we'll leave. Right. They call my bluff. Worked out. But I had that Big Mac 5 minutes later. It all worked out. Do you guys hear that in the background right now? You don't hear my son just crying. No. Okay. Georgia State is catching 12.5 at Troy. 12.5.
I'll take the points. This is a league game.
Yeah, I'll take the points too.
Is this the opener for both these teams? Yeah. Take the points.
St. Thomas is heading to Bowling Green, Ohio. Tommy's laying 4.5.
Kind of feels like a Tommy slip up spot on the road. They've been playing a lot of.
I'll take BG.
Yeah,
I'll take BG.
That might
Louisville's
be
laying one.
Check the picks page.
Louisville's laying 1.5 in Tallahassee, taking on Saudi Arabia State. I'm gonna lay the 1.5, even though it stinks a little bit. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna take Louisville. Who knows with these two teams? They're both so up and down. So I like Louisville here off the Kentucky game to get it done in Tallahassee.
Corpus Christi's at Houston. What's this line? Why am I not seeing it right now?
Which game did you say?
Corpus Christi at Houston. I know my son. Yeah, I know you're hearing that, right? You have to be hearing that now.
I can hear it a little bit now. Houston's like 29.
Colby, like you really have to try to actually listen to it. Like you
Really?
can barely hear it. You can barely.
I'm wearing headphones and it's just coming in heavy. Yeah. I was about to do this the rest of the episode. I'll take Houston minus the points.
Yeah. You know my system. Lay it with Houston. Fringe lock. Yeah, I'll lock it. I always lock Houston at home. They fuck up these teams.
Money line Mac locking up Houston. I don't know. They've been right on these numbers.
Yeah. Get it.
JMU is in Mobile, Alabama, taking on South Alabama. What's this line?
James Madison, pick 'em. South Alabama -1.
Should we bet JMU?
I don't really have a strong conviction on the Sun Belt right now. I'll take South Alabama, no bet.
I'm going to take JMU, but no bet, I guess. High Point is laying 2.5 in Carbondale. Wait, is this in Carbondale? Yes.
This game is in Carbondale.
High Point's going to lose tomorrow. Get me Southern Illinois to get this done. What are you doing here?
I agree with you. I want to bet Southern Illinois is a short home dog here. Let's go.
Let's go.
The fuck is that?
Carbondale. The fuck is that? Double lock on Southern Illinois. Let's go. Evansville's heading to Muncie, Indiana. You're not going to get Muncie out of the middle of nowhere at the John Worthen Arena. John E. Worthen. Evansville fucked them up by 24 points a season ago. But yet Ball State is a 3.5 point favorite. Give me the Cards laying the points. What are you doing here?
I will take the Cards as well.
That's fringe for me. Chicago State 0-13. Heading to Northridge, California in the Valley, where CSUN beat them by 10 a year ago. 19. We have to bet Chicago State, dude. We have to bet Chicago State. This line's ridiculous.
I know. And it's also an 11 a.m. tip?
11 a.m. Dude, we have to bet on Chicago State here.
I agree. Northridge off of the USC game. Too many. Chicago State.
Yeah,
let's go.
It's just too many fucking points. It's just too many. Double lock on these Cougs. Let's go. You have the UT Arlington Liberty line.
Yeah, Liberty was laying. I want to say it was like 10. 9.
It's come down.
Yeah, I like Arlington.
I'll take Arlington, but I'm not going to bet it. You're going to bet this 9?
Probably not. Arlington's been good though. They've been chippy. Yeah, I'll bet that, man. Like I feel like they're athletic enough to fuck with Liberty. I think this is like a 5 or 6 point game. Give me Arlington.
Moneyline Mac is locking up the Mavericks +9 at the Flaming Libs. Fairleigh Dickinson's catching 16.5 in the barn. One of the greatest places to catch a basketball game is on the Big Ten Network. Look, Fair Dick is 0-8 on the road. Minnesota 6-2 at home. Some would say they're a wagon with that barn crowd behind them, where the fans just reach another level.
Take the home team.
I'll lay it.
I'll lay it. Dickinson looked good the other night.
Wright State is laying 5.5 in Ypsilanti, where the LeBaron makes circles around the goddamn George Gervin Center, searching for scattered ass on a Friday night. Let me tell you, EM5. Give me the 5.5. What are you doing here?
I think EMU is probably the right side, but I'm not betting it. I'm staying away from this game.
I thought Bieniek might join us. No. Jacksonville State is in Richmond, Kentucky, taking on EKU. What's this line?
EKU is laying 1. Is this game actually in Richmond? Is this the opener of the building? No, they're in Berea still.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about that.
Give me Jack
What was
State.
that? You said what was that line? What was that line again? I'm sorry, my son was crying crazy over here. Yeah.
EKU's laying 1.5. Give me Jack State. No lock.
I'll take EKU. Florida Atlantic is taking on Michigan State. This is an interesting matchup, and if I may say so, I think Florida Atlantic can give them a game. So I will take the 13.5. You might be able to talk me into a wager here.
I think it is the right side. I think Sparty game before the holiday. They're coming off the they've won 4 in a row. I think that's too much. I think FAU hangs around. No, what do you think?
So I'll come in and maybe try to talk Colby into it. Here's why. Michigan State off of it, the Oakland game is like a big game for the community. A lot of people will go and show up for that one. But also Izzo has his buddy Stevens next of Western Michigan. So sandwich spot in between 2 personal games for Izzo, and then a dangerous FAU team with plenty of talent coming in. So plus the holiday looming. I don't know, but I'm not gonna fade Izzo on a spot.
I'm gonna take the points, and I might bet this. Friends, check the picks page. What are you doing, Mac?
Yeah. Let's. I'm locking FAU. Sparty wins by 9. They get tested. But Sparty ultimately wins. I'll take the 13.5.
All right, let's go. Who are we to be fading these owls? Coming up there to fucking East Lansing. Tom Izzo. Bieniek makes it sound like he's the worst coach in the past decade. Hasn't got them anywhere.
What are
living
we
off that
talking
natty. He loves him now. Now that he had this powwow, this press conference, bringing in Campy.
No.
Boston is at Lowell, Massachusetts, catching 7.5. This is more tricky to me. When Lowell's a double-digit favorite, I say you gotta take the points every time. When it's 7.5, I actually think we should jump on Lowell.
Looking at last year, so 2 years ago they played at Lowell. Lowell was 7.5 point favorite. They won by 8, and then last year they won by 8. So that's why the line's 8. I'm going to take BU.
I'm seeing 7.5. Yeah,
no bet for me. I'll take BU.
Mercer is catching 8.5 at Winthrop. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I think the points is the right side as well.
Canisius is catching 25.5 points at Bradley. Give me the points.
I'll lay it. I'm not fading that building.
Asheville is at Wilmington.
Woo, man. This is a good game.
I could be talking to betting Wilmington -6.5 right here.
I like the spot. Asheville's won 5 in a row. 3 of them have been D2s. Wilmington's kind of
Let's bet this. Let's bet this. Wilmington's going to fuck them up. Lay the points. Lock it up. Let's go Birds. Seahawks.
Yep.
Albany is at Fordham. Albany's catching 6.5.
This line kind of stinks.
I'll take the points. No bet. You
7.5. And
I'll lay it. I'm gonna lay it. No bet.
Mount St. Mary's is catching 18 points in Coral Gables. I'm taking the points. Taking the points. What are you doing here? No bet.
Is Miami woken up a little bit? Like, do they still have some more waking up to do?
bit.
I think so. I'll lay it. Miami's a fringe lock. They have some motivation right now, I think, to get
Wake Forest
respectability.
Wake Forest catching 8.5 at Clemson. We should bet Clemson. They lost back to back.
Playing 8.5 though. Isn't this is usually a tight game between these two?
I do feel like they are tight games historically, but I just feel okay. You're talking.
I mean, Wake won last year. Wake won the year before.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm gonna lock up Wake. Wake needs a signature win for their resume. I think they hang in this thing.
I'm gonna take Clemson, but I'm not gonna bet it now. You talked me off a bet. Mac is locking up the Deeks. East Tennessee State is at UMKC, and I am betting East Tennessee State. I am laying the 2.5.
I'll join.
Yeah, you know what UMKC just did, right? They just beat Wichita State.
Yeah.
At Wichita State.
Buccaneers are better.
Yeah. Play it. Let's go. Irvine is in Pittsburgh taking on Duquesne. Irvine's laying 6.5. Lay it. I mean, this is not a bad spot to potentially bet Irvine. Bieniek, are you betting Irvine? Or are you staying Pittsburgh?
Horrible.
Yeah,
I'm
betting Irvine. It's a terrible spot, but Duquesne's a terrible team. I'm not worried about the spot at all. Jump into it.
Battle.
Whew.
Battle.
You lose when you bet the Pittsburgh teams. I don't know what you're doing.
I've won with
Duquesne
a couple times. I had them when they beat Towson in Delaware and ODU.
You're jumping in front of a train.
I think Irvine
to this son of a bitch.
It's their third game in 6 days. Hard games.
I called this one 2 days ago that I was going to bet this.
I'm staying away, but I'm taking Irvine. We got a battle in Pittsburgh. Mac on Duke. Duquesne, that is. The Dukes. Bieniek on Irvine. North Carolina A&T is in favor.
I just think that Irvine's defense is elite, and Duquesne's just not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm just not betting it. A&T's at Arkansas. What's this line?
Arkansas is like 27.5. I'll lay it.
I'll lay it too. Marshall is heading to Hattiesburg, where the Thunder and Herd are laying 3.5 points. I am gonna take Marshall for the first time on the road.
The Huff Bowl.
Yeah. Give me Marshall minus 3.5. Stay away. Don't bet this game.
This is a corruption game. Give me Southern Miss.
Let's go to Madison Square Garden, where UCLA is taking on North Carolina. This game's awesome. This is the one for Carolina. This has got to be the one for Carolina.
Let's go back to the well.
Yes. I am locking up the Tar Heels. Plus 105. Is this a triple lock?
Yeah, they beat UCLA 4 straight, by the way, too.
Bieniek?
Yeah, it's a triple lock. I just think that when you look at North Carolina's schedule this season, it's been much more challenging, in my opinion, compared to UCLA's. North Carolina has the 5th best non-conference strength of schedule. UCLA 351st. I also think that this is like closer to Carolina territory than anything else in New York here. So I think this is do or die for North Carolina right about now. There's not many opportunities left. And once you get into ACC play, there are very few opportunities in general. Yeah, I just think that the backcourt's better for the Tar Heels right now.
Triple lock on the Tar Heels. Coastal Carolina's catching 17 points in Jonesboro against Arkansas State. Stop it. Actually, no. I'm seeing this line. It's updated. I see 15 and a half. Yeah.
I'll lay it.
I'm actually going to take Coastal. That's too many points for Arkansas. Who the fuck is Arkansas State? Old Dominions in Monroe, Louisiana. ODU laying 1.5. ODU's been playing a little better lately, even though they haven't been winning. Give me the Monarchs to go in there and win.
No bet. Give me Monroe. No bet.
UC Davis is catching waves down there in Malibu, taking on Pepperdine. Davis laying 1.5. Stinks. Give me Davis. No bet.
Yeah, I think Davis is the right side, but I ain't betting this game. Reeks.
Mississippi Valley State's at Tulsa. What's this line? What is this line?
25.
I mean, we got to bet Valley, right? We got to.
Last year they beat it by 30. Right? It was the exact same line last year. I'm staying off it. I'll take Valley. They're broken. That parity accounts too much.
Austin P is in Nashville taking on Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's laying 24.5. Lay it because Vanderbilt's a fucking factory right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, Vandy's gonna kill them. I'll lay it.
Bellarmine is heading to Boulder, Colorado. What's this line?
25. Staples are getting killed out in the Midwest.
I'm taking Bellarmine. Give me the 25 and Bellarmine.
I'll lay it.
Furman is at Harvard. What's this line? I'm running into some line problems.
This line fucking reeks, dude. Furman is 11-1 at 3-7 Harvard. They are only laying 2.5.
Yeah, let's take Harvard.
Yeah. I'll take the home team here. Give me Harvard.
I almost want to bet it. Riverside's catching 9.5 in Vegas against UNLV. Give me Riverside. You can talk me into a lock here.
We are getting UNLV off of the super emotional game in Dayton. Yeah, I kind of want to bet Riverside as well. Noah?
Yeah, I'm going to join you guys. I mean, Riverside only lost by 6 to BYU. Oregon opened it up late on them, but every time they've had an opportunity, even against a Mountain West team on the road at Colorado State, they showed up and they actually won that thing. Riverside's a legit team. The Big West is playing really good.
They're good, man. They're right good. Now. Yeah.
Yeah. Triple lock this.
We got a triple lock. With UC Riverside, let's go. Texas A&M Commerce is in Tampa taking on South Florida. What is this line?
I was just looking at this. South Florida's laying 12.5.
I'm going to lay it with South Florida. Bounce back game.
Yeah, I'll lay it too. Bounce back off that disappointing Bethune-Cookman game.
Gardner-Webb's at East Carolina. What's this line? It's insulting for me. They don't even have it up.
East Carolina is laying 9. Oof. I'll take Gardner-Webb.
I'll lay it with ECU, but no wager yet. Bieniek, you locking up ECU?
No, I'm not. I'm stepping in because I think you've covered all the 3 p.m. games besides the one maybe that I might have missed. Did you guys already talk about the Charles Huff Bowl?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I missed it. I must have been writing down the timestamp when you guys talked about it. Do you think they introduced him during that game tomorrow?
They should.
Have they had a home game since he's been hired?
I think they did, though. I think they did.
That's a good question. I mean, either way, he's on campus. Yeah, they played against Lamar. They lost by 4. Either way, I mean, if he's on campus, he better be at this game. I mean, he might get along with the basketball coach, and like he might not. You know, it's Marshall's got a new basketball coach too. They ran out Max guy too. Forgot his name.
D'Antoni. Yeah. D'Antoni.
Yeah. I don't know.
Air Force is catching 20 and a half. You're good. Air Force is catching 20 and a half at Boise. Give me the points.
I'll lay it. No bets here.
Tennessee State's getting 3.5 at Morehead State.
Oh man, here we go. The OVC. Tennessee State. Fade the overtime.
I think Tennessee State's better. Yeah. Georgia Southern is in San Marcos taking on Texas State. Texas State laying 7.5. I'll take the points in Southern.
I like the points too. Too much love for Texas Southern right now.
You see a line on Texas Southern Abilene?
Abilene is laying 9.5. I'll take the points.
Yeah, I'll take the points too. Idaho is in Stockton, California, taking on Pacific. Pacific's laying 4.5. Give me the Vandals. This is the one the Vandals get. Let's go.
I'll take the Vandals too.
Yeah. Shout out to Henry Diesel. Hey, Colby, you got what you wanted. An underdog who got walked by Notre Dame in snow. Well, there wasn't really any snow in the field, man. Did you watch this? I actually had Indiana in the points, but I mean, I don't. What's your point? I don't understand.
There wasn't any snow on the field.
Yeah,
cold.
I don't know. I don't understand. I can't help but think though that are you trying to say that the playoffs are? I think
he's
up?
trying. Yeah, I think he's trying to shit talk you and say, why did we expand the playoff? But that's the reason why I quickly flashed that comment and moved on.
Oh no! Well, we can talk about this.
No. Henry. We've got a 45-minute show recapping that game for you. Go over there and check that out.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, historically, it's not so the 4-team playoff never had any blowouts.
We already talked about football in the intro of the show too.
Yeah, but I like conflict, and I
know, but saying, I mean, if you brushed me off of trying to re-talk about the Huff Bowl, let's brush off of this whatever comment.
Yeah, but it's still fun to say, how many times do we see Oklahoma lose by like 40 in this 4-team playoff?
Phoenix, if it makes you feel better, I think I'm going to bet Southern Miss. I'm thinking about it still. I thought about it.
Is Bieniek betting Southern Miss?
I don't know on the Huff Bowl.
No, I was just throwing out a hypothetical that Colby moved on to the 3:30 game. So
yeah, I was researching. I was Twitter searching if it was if he was going to introduce. I couldn't find anything while we were transitioning. So
yeah,
that's what I came back with.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like half the 4-team playoffs are blowouts too. The fuck's the difference? And at least we got a home game, and there was no snow. I don't understand your point. They act like the 4-team was just fantastic matchups. Every game was a close game. No, the majority of them were blowouts. DePaul. Oh boy.
Oh, this game's
Shout
awesome.
out to Cannabis Capper. DePaul is heading up to the Welsh Arena. Take on these flying squirrels, Northwestern, the Wildcats, they call themselves.
I think this is a lock.
On the side of DePaul.
DePaul. Holtman's familiar with Collins. I think we get an old kind of Big Ten battle here. Close game, one possession game. Give me DePaul. I think they're live in this game. I think they're improved. They're off the blowout loss too.
Lock it up. Give me DePaul plus 6.5. Let's go. Yeah, wasn't there a 38-0 Alabama Michigan State game? There's also like 58 to 22. How many? I mean, your point is not valid.
Well, there are also blowouts in the BCS National Championship.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's also a shit ton of blowouts in the Super Bowl and the NFL playoffs too. So it's a weak argument. Anyway, next up, Central Michigan
The
is
NFL's
catching
kind of
28.
rigged the games lately to make them closer. The last 2 years, they've had
But they're, I mean, just saying, like, what was that? One of those Broncos Super Bowls. Every year Broncos Super Bowl in the 80s too. Yeah.
They blew out the
there's a ton.
Seahawks. The Seahawks didn't even show up.
We should
Ravens Giants Super Bowl. Yeah, there's a bunch. Block Arizona, right? Yeah.
They're
I'll do that. Lay the 28.5 with the Wildcats. Yeah, 49ers Chargers. I mean, shit. This is why their arguments are so lame. Eastern Illinois at Little Rock. What's that line?
This is gonna be a lock. I saw this earlier. Little Rock is laying 6. I'll lock EIU. 0-1 team going to 1-0. Little Rock ain't that fucking good.
I'll take EIU. No lock.
Yeah.
That's a Tuesday night lock. Money line Mag locking up Eastern Illinois.
OBC baby. Take the dog.
Villanova's at Creighton. Creighton's laying 4.5. Lock. Give me Creighton minus 4.5. Too easy. Too fucking easy. It's just insulting.
Oh yeah.
Insulting. Triple lock, I'm assuming.
Graded double digits. The big shot.
I mean, this is like the perfect.
They ain't cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
25. You know.
Yeah. Triple lock. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Villanova's road game of the season. The first one they lost at St. Joe's. So
I didn't hear any of that. You got to wait till that music. What'd you say?
Nah, we got to pick up the show and speed it up. I said Villanova's second road game of the season. The first one they lost at St. Joe's.
Yeah, they're gonna get their ass kicked. Double digit win by Creighton. Lafayette's at Portland. What's this line, Mac?
Lafayette.
What a weird game.
Portland's like 4. Take the points, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually gonna lay it. That's a far trip. Northern Arizona is taking on Southern Utah. Southern Utah laying 6.5. I'm gonna lay it with Southern Utah. You?
I'll lay it with Southern Utah. No bet.
Arizona State is laying 9.5 points in Springfield, Massachusetts. CBS Sports Network.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll take UMass. Give me the 9.5 with UMass.
Bobby Hurley, let's fade him as a big favorite here.
It's
Lock
close,
up UMass.
man.
Let's go Minutemen. In their home state, they're gonna be live.
I'm not gonna lock it, but you can lock it. I do think it's too many, but Moneyline Mac, lock it up his former boss Frank Martin. Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa is at Washington State Slate 3.5. I will
Paradise
lock
Nevada.
Washington State -3. Oh no! I will not lock Washington.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. I'll take Washington State. No lock. These fucking neutral site games. I fucking hate them. What are you doing here?
I kind of want to take fucking Northern Iowa. No bet. I mean, fuck. It's in Vegas.
Yeah, Samford, Alabama A&M. You got a line on this one?
Yeah, it was like 19 or some shit. Sanford's like 15.5. Is this a true road spot? It's a lot of points on the road. Yeah, it's in Huntsville. I'll take the points. In state?
I'll take the points too.
Oh,
I feel like we should bet this. We should bet this.
I'm betting it. Yeah, we played there at Alabama A&M 1 year.
Yeah, take the points all day here. UT Martin's taking on these Screaming Eagles of Southern Indiana. Southern Indiana laying 5.5. Give me UT Martin.
Lock up UT Martin. This is OVC dead number. Every team is the same. Dog it up.
All right, I'll go with you here. Give me the Skyhawks. I want that pilot.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
What's this Purdue Auburn line at right now?
Auburn is laying 9.5. Bieniek. Worlds colliding here.
Yeah.
Well,
this is in Birmingham, right?
This is in Birmingham, Legacy Arena, where my uncle played hockey in college.
How about that?
Second straight year that Auburn's playing a game here, by the way.
What did they do last year? Oh, God, they beat it out.
They destroyed Asheville.
Oh, Asheville. Dude, yeah.
I'll take Auburn minus the points, and I'll bet it. Give me Auburn minus the points. Mac?
I feel like everybody's going to bet Auburn. I'll get in the foxhole. I'll take Matt Painter. We're going to lose this one by 6. Boiler up.
Bieniek, tell me why you're taking who you're taking, and talk for a second.
So I'm taking Auburn. I'm laying the points. I'm betting Auburn. This is the first game for Auburn without Janai Broom. He dodged some major shoulder injury, but it was like first 3 minutes of that game against Georgia State. So he's going to be out for a little while. But Dylan Cardwell, who is a monster down low, really good defensive big man. When he came into Auburn, now that Coley's back, I might shorten the story, but Norlander, when they went to Maui, Norlander got in depth on Cardwell and basically said like he transferred in alongside Broom and thought that he was going to be the star, but quickly saw Broom was like going to be a breakout player, and he was like, okay. So basically adapted to his role. And now I think, most of the offense was built around Broom. If you just plug in place, Cardwell defensively has been a monster. I think they allow him to go in on TKR, who's an undersized 5. He slimmed down to be a 4, but then Jacobson got hurt, and TKR is playing out of position this season. So I just don't think that Purdue is really in a great situation here going up against really good big men this season. Give me Auburn. Lock it up. This is the jungle, basically, on a neutral site. It's still in Alabama. So Purdue on the road this season.
I'm with you.
Battle. They've got a week to prepare off that A&M disappointing loss. All their SEC games have been tight. It's going to be another tight one. I think Auburn wins by 5.
Purdue on the road this season. 14-point loss to Marquette, 11-point loss against Penn State. And I don't think the Nittany Lions.
It's not at the
Auburn.
jungle.
Come on now.
It's not at the jungle.
I'm seeing a flat 9, by the way. I'm seeing a flat 9.
It's not the same environment as the jungle.
It's still the jungle.
There ain't no students there.
We got a battle. Dundee, Phoenix, and the Auburn Tigers.
Let's go, Painter. Let's go, baby. Let's get this fucking. We're gonna take down the SEC tomorrow, Matt Painter. Boil her up.
No, not with those whites I saw the other day.
Just lose by 6.
Western Illinois is taking on Lindenwood in the game everyone wants to watch. Lindenwood's laying 3. Give me Western Illinois.
Yeah, they have the rest advantage here. They didn't play the other night. They're 1-0. Lindenwood's 1-1 or 0-1. Yeah, let's take the Leathernecks. I don't think I'm going to bet this one though.
Yeah, no, that's a Tuesday bet.
Yeah.
It's like it's like going to, what's the quote? Like it's like the daytime stripper, but SIU Edwardsville is at SEMO. SIU's laying 1.5 on SIU, right?
Yeah, they lost the opener. Tough game at Little Rock. SEMO kind of won a blowout for their standards. Edwardsville's laying points for a reason. I think Edwardsville gets it done to get back to 1.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Edwardsville, baby.
Give me Edwardsville. Lay the 1.5. Double lock.
Oh, it's a neutral site?
Wait, why?
Isn't this a conference game?
No, it's not a neutral site. It's not. It's on.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah. Here's one for you. This is a lock. This one's cashing.
Alford.
Oh yeah. They're winning by 14 tomorrow. I met with Steve. We went out in the desert. Death Valley, some say. Extreme heat that a lot of people couldn't handle. But me and Steve Alford, some peyote, some Jaeger bombs, solved it all. I know we've got a game or two wrong, but majority of the season I've been right. And Steve's message has been clear. It's been ringing in my head. And Nico Medved, I asked him about his team, asked him about a bunch of other stuff at Mountain West Media Day. Next thing you know, he's inviting me to restaurants, saying, come up there, go to restaurants. Not focused on basketball. Steve Alford was laser focused. And I'm locking up Nevada -8 in Reno. Double lock. Let's go. Can't believe Bieniek's not jumping on this, but I saw him in Vegas. So he was afraid of the desert, some say. South Dakota is catching 17.5 at Santa Clara. What? Lock. Who the fuck? What is this line? South Dakota just came off a loss.
Yeah, but they're ass on the road.
I'm still okay. Maybe not lock. I'm taking the points.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might bet this. If I'm up,
I'm
I'm betting
to
this.
dive into it. They kind of get drilled on the road. I mean, they got drilled by Northern Arizona by 13. Jesus.
It's an NC State head coach.
I'll lay it.
They'll find a way to fuck it up.
No bet.
Cal Baptist is at Fresno. Do you have this line?
Did they already play? Baptist is laying 2.5. I feel like they've already played this year.
Yeah, you're right. They did.
Played on a neutral site, and Baptist won in double overtime. Now they're going to Fresno.
I'm going to take Baptist again, but no lock.
Give me Fresno as a short home dog here. Check the picture.
Northern Colorado is laying 7.5 at Denver. Bieniek, if you're not here, where are you?
Whoa. Denver's a good home team, Noah.
That's what I'm saying. 5-0 at home at the Hamilton Gymnasium. That's the auxiliary gym. But
Bieniek, should we bet Denver?
South Dakota State's next.
I mean, I don't know if this is a look ahead though. I mean, you're getting Northern Colorado in here.
I'll take the points.
Yeah, I'll take the points too.
Bethune-Cookman. My Bethune-Cookman Wildcats are getting 14 points at Davidson. Fuck you. Give me that 14. Or trust me, we've watched the tape on the backdoor cuts. All right. Give me the 14. Bethune loses by 7. Mac?
I'll take Davidson. They're off the bye game win.
They're going to do it again, maybe. Queens is catching 27 at Ole Miss. Good Lord. Give me the points. Mac?
I'll lay it. I don't go against the SEC in their home bye games. They kill these teams.
Back to the Garden. Ohio State, Kentucky. Kentucky laying 8.5. Give me Ohio State in 8.5. You can talk me into a lock.
Yeah, this game opened to 5.5. Steamed up to 8.5 here. Buckeyes, I mean, a week ago they got absolutely embarrassed. I think everybody's got that fresh in their mind. Maybe the Maryland game too. But yeah, it'll be a Kentucky primarily home game. But I'll take the points. I'll lock up Ohio State. Kentucky wins by 4.
Let's go. Double lock. Oh, do we have a triple lock?
No, he's taking Kentucky.
I'm on the Cats.
He loves that.
This is a lock battle. There's nobody going to be here for Ohio State. They can act all they want about how they don't care about the playoff game. They're still going to be watching it. And it's not like they're going to choose to go to a basketball game over that. And trust me, I've seen this Ohio State fan base. They don't really care about the basketball season until the football season's over. Kentucky is going to have the building. Kentucky's the better team right now. Ohio State has gotten ran off the floor in some of these games against high major opponents. 91-53 lost to Auburn, 83-59 to Maryland. Pitt, they lose on their home floor. A&M, they lose by 14 in basically 85% road environment. I think the Cats cover this easy. They win by 15.
Can I play devil's advocate on like the fact that Kentucky's already played Duke? What was that game in Atlanta? Where was that game? Somewhere.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, that trip. So if you're, you're traveling to Atlanta, you went to Clemson for that Clemson game. You went to fucking Seattle, was it, for the Gonzaga game?
If there's one fan base to not question, it's Big Blue Nation.
I know, Big Blue Nation, but I'm just saying.
The actual team, a lot of travel.
They've had a week off.
Buckeyes have beat them 2 straight, Colby. Buckeyes money line.
I don't care about priors in this day and age. College sports in general.
We got a battle. Dundee. Mac. On these Bucks.
What are we doing about this, too, guys? Michi Johnson, not going to play for Ohio State. Maybe not going to come back to the roster.
Why is everyone a bitch
going on there
these days? What happened with I feel like every damn player. I mean, unless like something happened, like.
And by the way, wasn't Aaron Bradshaw supposed to come back?
More playing time for others.
I saw that he left because personal reasons. It's like, dude.
Yeah, Michi left for personal reasons.
Play for the
there's
team.
Actually something serious with the family going on in his situation, but I don't know what's going on with Aaron Bradshaw. He was supposed to be back. But yeah, I mean, Ohio State literally fired the head coach and said, we like the guy on his left better because he went on a run against a weak schedule in the conference to finish off the year. And this is what you get.
Double Swinney. Coaching in the playoffs. He was a special teams coach on Tommy Bowden's staff. They fired Tommy Bowden. Dabo Swinney has done pretty good.
Yeah,
Luke Olson.
You talking about coaching in the playoffs? What tournament did Ohio State get to and win a game in? They lost to fucking Oral Roberts, dude.
Luke Olson was part of the staff at Long Beach State.
Buckeyes will win a playoff game tomorrow.
From the same staff that lost a game outright to Oral Roberts as a 2 seed?
Things happen. I see your hate for Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I see it in you.
They won the game the next year, Bieniek. They beat Sister G.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
Always doing things to fit his little narrative over there. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't going anywhere. This is
You're
one of my
too
favorite plays of the
emotional.
day.
I could hear it. I could hear the
No,
tone.
this is one of my
You
favorite
can hear
plays
the
of
hate.
day.
You can hear the hate.
I can
No,
hear it.
this is a lock. This is one of the best plays of the day. This is free money.
Oh, free money.
Yeah.
Buckeyes money line, baby.
I called Purdue winning the Big Ten last year free money.
No.
You guys laughed at me.
Wait. Free money. That's a good segue because Green Bay is heading to Drake.
Oh God,
I'm out.
I actually think we should bet Green Bay. 25? 25 points? You know why we should, Mac? Is because guess what? You know who's on deck?
Is it Bradley?
Belmont.
Yeah. And the whole Valley gauntlet. Yeah. Close your eyes, hold your nose, take fucking Gottlieb's sorry ass.
I'll take nobody you.
Yeah. Nobody you, Green Bay. At least 22.
Nobody you, Green Bay. Plus 25. Lock it
Let's
up.
please make this
Lock
stick.
it
Let's
up.
Green Bay's
Lock
nobody
it.
you for the rest of Gottlieb's tenure.
Yeah.
Let's please make
Yeah,
that
I like
stick.
that.
Do you hear him on? So they posted a clip from his radio show, by the way. I didn't even have to go listen to it to know what he said about it. He said that they clipped it out of context.
Yeah.
But they
I knew he'd run with
literally asked him about his schedule and said that they've, wanted to avoid playing teams like that in the freezing cold. Dude, why do you care about the weather when you're scheduling?
What are you playing
You're playing
outdoors?
basketball.
What the fuck?
I know.
Hey, bud.
Hey,
Hey, Gottlieb. I don't know if you
weird.
know this. To coach the
He
team, you
doubled-
have to reside in Wisconsin.
He doubled down on it too, like that he didn't want to schedule a team like that because of the cold. And he was like, and plus, like that team's got a bunch of guys from the town, like from their area, and that's why you shouldn't call them nobody you, dude.
Yeah, but they're definitely
They're
covering
gonna
tomorrow.
get,
Lock it up.
get up for this one, though. They're going to get up for this
They
one.
will.
To
They
lose,
lose
by
by
12.
12. Yeah, 12, I say. VMI
Gottlieb missed
is
that
Rich.
radio show earlier this week. That way he could watch film on Drake. That's
Oh, he had a cough. It was legit. VMI is at Richmond. Richmond's laying 12.5. That's too many points for me. Give me VMI plus 12.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm taking VMI, and I saw somebody in the chat ask me, "Am I going to this game?" Listen, man, I would love to go to this game if it was on weeknight. There ain't no fucking way I'm missing all these games in the college football playoff for the Spiders and Keydets. Sorry.
Saturdays are tough. Jacksonville's at UCF. What's this line? See this line out there in the wild?
UCF's laying 14.5.
Give me Jacksonville, but man, some of these times they get drilled. I'm gonna take Jacksonville, no lock.
I was gonna say I'm gonna lay it, man. Jacksonville's interesting in these bye games. Like last year, they went to UCF, same number, lost by like 90.
Yeah,
I'll lay it. No bet. No bet.
Montana is catching 17 points at San Francisco. I'm gonna take the Dons off the loss. Wait, is this really at San Francisco? Or is this at this bullshit?
Yeah.
Is that yeah? I'll take San Francisco.
I'll take the Dons too. Line's telling.
Utah, the Utes, the two Utes came into the store. This is in Sioux Falls at the Pentagon.
This is so random.
Love the Pentagon. So random. I mean, that's the problem. Is like, I mean, look, I love the Pentagon. I hope they get more tournaments. Shit, we should play the NCAA tournament there. I just don't like these games. Play this as a fucking home and home.
There's gonna be so many white
This
guys.
is a tricky one too, because that's what I was gonna say. Is like you're in Sioux Falls. It's so white. I mean,
this is like their dream matchup up there.
That's what I'm saying. You know, they asked the people in Sioux Falls, what matchup would you like to see? And I think they were like, well, we like that. Knowing them, they're friendly, so they're not going to be racist to your face. They're just going to say, we like teams with fundamentals. Right? Backdoor cuts off glass, 3-man weave shit. We like that. Layup lines that aren't talking or listening to their goddamn Walkman or Discman or the goddamn, you know what I mean? They got that bullshit in their ears. They got that bullshit in their ears. Are they hitting the layup line hard or not? Because in Sioux Falls, we take the layup line very serious. And we've been looking at this Utah Ute team, and let me tell you, they take that old layup line pretty severe. And the Iowa Hawkeyes have been a darling of ours for years. So let's do a Utah-Iowa matchup. And I guarantee you we can all eat potato salad pregame. We're going to go there, have some fucking potato salad, some Jell-O, some random shit, cottage cheese. All right, have some cottage cheese at the half. This has got to be the most ridiculous game. How many? What's the over under on whites in the building, including the court? Including the court.
The question is there going to be a single minority in the building? It is going to be as white gets.
I mean, they're not even trying to culture themselves, right? They're just saying, you know what? We like what we like. All right, layup lines, coleslaw. You know what I mean? Unbelievable.
It's actually a fun game though because they're so similar.
Yeah. I just think you got to challenge yourself though, man. Get fucking Memphis up there. Get someone up there. I mean, come on, you're basically playing a home game. You might as well just play this in Salt Lake City or Iowa City. All right.
They played in they played last year in the NIT. Forget who won. I think it was Utah, but that was in Salt Lake. Who do you think has a crowd? Who do you think has more whites in their favor?
I'm assuming Iowa, but I mean,
Utah also lost everybody from that NIT game too.
Yeah,
it's just a stupid game. You know what I mean? Like
4 letters.
Play
Utah,
this.
Iowa. This is great. I'm
like I have no problem.
Laptop TV and just be like, man, that's a lot of people over there. Hey, honey,
Well, I
you
have
want to
no
watch some
problem.
whites?
Look, we talk Ivy League game. We talk random fucking white on white, but this is like at least it's a home and home. This is just like, what are you doing here? Like I don't make this game make sense to me. Make it make sense to me.
It's
you know
so
what I mean?
random.
You're like,
it's in South Dakota, white ass place.
You know how they have that bowl game where you just throw mayonnaise on the fucking guy, like in Charlotte. Yeah, I feel like they should just do this here for the white champion. Just throw fucking mayonnaise all over the fucking person. The coach that wins this. Yeah, I want Iowa to play in front of all the whites at Hawkeye Arena or whatever. You know, I don't know. It's just at least like give me a fish out of water situation. Have fucking Bethune-Cookman playing there. Then I think it's interesting and I think it's cool. And I also think you learned something. This is, I mean, and I love the Pentagon, to be honest. I do love the Pentagon. Even, I feel like even that is a play in this. It's like, we play it at the Pentagon. All right. We will play this fine game at the Pentagon. And let me tell you, the backboards will have the most use they've had in decades. And everyone will, there will be no cursing. If the refs have been assigned to, if there is one curse word, they will dock each team 5 points, right? It's like, come on, what are we doing here? Play this up. Play this at home and home. Salt Lake's great. Iowa City's great for this game. Sioux Falls, and I love the Pentagon. Challenge yourself a little bit. It's goddamn. Look, you got that South Dakota. Where's Sturgis at? Is that South Dakota or North Dakota? I always get fucking confused.
I think that's South Dakota. I don't have a lot of conviction.
You got fucking maniacs. I accidentally went through Sturgis one time and had no idea what was going on. Now that is challenging themselves because they're getting a very unpredictable, rowdy crowd. This could work if you found the basketball team to in a parallel type of fashion there. If you could find a team that was all bruisers, then it will work. But this, play it on campus. IUPUI is at FIU.
Who are you taking in that game?
The Utah game?
Yeah, we didn't give out a pick.
Yeah, I like it better that way.
Give me Utah.
Who's got the better credit? I feel like Iowa. Give me Iowa -1.5. IUPUI is at the airport. $8.5. Give me Ooey Pooey. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I think they're live in this game. Get this airport shit out of here. Ain't gonna be nobody at this game.
No, didn't they hire Isaiah Thomas for like a week? Temple. Temple's at Rhode Island. Oh, we got to bet this, dude. Rhode Island's going to beat Temple tomorrow.
Springfield.
Oh, God. They're killing me, man. I mean, I thought November was for a neutral site.
I'm
laying away. I'm going to take Rhode Island, but I'm laying away. No, you know why? Temple just got their 4,000th win. Was that it? Is that what I read?
2,000.
Whatever the fuck it was. I don't think anyone on their roster gives a shit besides the spread. But give me Rhode Island. I'll take Rhode Island. I might bet Rhode Island. Greensboro is at Elon. Elon's laying 1.5. Give me Greensboro.
I think Elon just got drilled. Now they're back at home. I'm gonna take Elon.
Kansas State is laying 2.5 points at the Charles Koch Arena. They're victims. They're victims of this heinous act, heinous crime of judging rich people for not playing basketball to their standards. I just love this world that we live in. I was watching some shit today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Of just a fan base in the 60s just unloading fucking rocks at a team. Like it was a college football game, and I want to say it was in Minnesota, right? And the opposing team, like it was a rivalry game, not Minnesota, the Gophers. This is like, it must have been like D2 or something or whatever back then there was no D2, but the losing team, it was a rivalry game. So they won on the road and the team just started throwing fucking rocks at their fucking players. It was just like, man, it wasn't even a headline back then. Wasn't even a fucking headline back then. Can you imagine that now? Just getting pelted with fucking rocks coming out the field. Just taking rocks right to the face. Anyway. These Kansas State. I'm fading Kansas State, dude. I think they're a mess, personally. Give me Wichita State. I'll write it on the money line +125.
You want to battle here? K-State traditionally has owned this series. Give me K-State. They get this one done in Wichita. Place will be lit, though. I think the line's telling K-State spot.
Can't hit a curveball.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, let's battle.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Where the hell's this song? There it is. We got a battle. Dundee on the Shocks. Mac on the Cats.
Battle of Scott Drew assistants there. Paul Mills and Drum Tang.
That is a good point. I didn't even think about that. Akron is taking on Jackson State and El Paso. Do we have a line on this? I don't think we do, right?
No line. Check the picks page.
Yeah. Oregon is laying 5.5 on the farm at Stanford. The stink is a little
not
heavy.
on the farm. It's at the San Jose Sharks Arena.
Oh, this isn't.
What is the point of this?
It's like ingrained in my mind that it's a league game.
What is the point of this, though? I don't understand the point of this.
I'm a lock.
No one's going to go to this.
Stanford, sleepy spot. Kyle Smith, he's familiar with Oregon. I think they're live in this game.
For what it's worth, I think this line is fishy.
Is what?
Fishy.
Okay. He fucking hits the leave button a little early there. Yeah, I'll take Stanford too, but the line is fishy, but it's just a stupid game. Utah Valley's at Weber State. Fuck Weber State. That's what I'll say. All right. It's like, you know how people say fuck the police? I'm on fuck Weber State. This is like a quote. This needs to be a t-shirt. Fuck Weber State. Yeah. What's this line, by the way? Why am I not seeing this line right now?
Weber's laying 1.5.
I'll take Valley. Fuck Weber. What are you doing here?
I'll take Weber one more time.
Bucknell is at Gonzaga. I'm assuming this is really at Gonzaga. Gonzaga's laying 35, and I will lay it.
Phoenix, do you have a lot in this?
Yeah, I do.
This
is one of my favorite plays of the day. This is one of my favorite plays of the day. Call this one of those smelly cocktail napkin lines that loves the large dogs. But Bucknell this season is good. Like, I don't understand this line at all.
6 in a row.
They covered what?
They've lost like 5 or 6 in a row, I think.
They've lost 5 in a row. But I think this roster is good.
Wait, how are you selling them as good though?
They covered this number against Kentucky. They covered this number against Maryland. Both of those teams have been stomping mid-majors like this. 35.5? Are you kidding me?
Is this your meatloaf?
No.
Your meat is low.
I think they cover this by double digits. I think they comfortably cover this. I think this line's so off.
All right, you talked me off of locking Gonzaga. I'll root for your Bucknell pick because John Griffin's my guy. But they're going to get fucked up in this game.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet this, but betting Bucknell plus 35.
At the kennel. I love it.
God bless you. Yes, sir. All right. UC San Diego's at San Diego. UC San Diego. The Tritons are laying 15.5, Mac.
Oh, no. San Diego lock.
Oh, yeah.
We got it.
Lavin lock here. Give me the 15.5. Let's go. Yale at UTEP. We have no line on that. That's in El Paso. Interesting game. Cal Poly is laying 3.5 at Omaha.
Cal Poly seems to be coming back down to earth. I'll take Omaha.
I'll take Cal Poly because they're our squad, but no lock. Portland State is in Bakersfield. Bakersfield's laying 3. Didn't they just play? Am I crazy?
I feel like all these fucking California and Oregon teams.
I know that was Portland. That was Portland.
Same fucking thing.
Give me Bakersfield on that fucked up court. That fucked up court's good for a 4-point handicap. What are you doing here?
I'll take Portland State.
Kennesaw is at San Jose State. Is this a double header? Are they giving us this and then the Stanford game?
It would make sense. Yeah.
I'm going to lock San Jose State. They're playing a lot better. They're playing. Yep. I'm telling you, man, Tim Miles is a good coach. Even their losses to New Mexico by 6, like this team is playing really good basketball right now, I think. I'm locking up San Jose State.
Double lock.
There we go. Double lock this thing on Sparta.
Yeah, they've won
and then the That's what I'm saying, dude. And they passed the eye test. Even in that loss, I was like, they're good. Cal is catching 5.5 in San Jose as well.
This is the neutral site.
Okay. This line reeks a little bit. I feel like we should hammer San Diego State, but I'm going to take Cal plus 5.5.
I'm going to lock up Cal. I think this is a Cal spot. I took Stanford in the first one. I think Cal and Stanford, they get up in old San Jose and pull some upsets. I think they're both live.
Oh, I'm definitely joining you.
Doubleheader.
You know why I'm joining you? Let's just say your boy Dundee's got a little bird. And I mentioned this last year on the show. I got a little bird that's been a part of the San Diego State program. This is before me going to Mountain West Media Day. There is a legit hatred for Utah State. Utah State has said very fucked up. Yes, has said very fucked up things. Allegedly, this is not the current staff, but over the past couple of years, their fans. I think this goes like 5, 6, 7 years deep. This is a CNO. They have a CNO game on deck that I think amongst the players, it means something. Cal's going to beat them outright, dude. We should play the money line.
I like it.
We should play the money line. They're hosting Utah State after this.
Headed into Christmas.
Let's go.
Yeah, they also, one of my Moneyline Mac teams of the week was Utah State, and the San Diego State fans were arguing that they deserved it over. It was great. I was like, good. They hate each other. You're absolutely right. I don't think they're overlooking Cal just because Cal is the state school or whatever, but I do think, Cal's live in this game.
Yeah, no. So I Mike's saying I know a guy in the desert. No. I know someone affiliated with the program that has told me this. The information. Well, I'll put it like this. I know someone who is related to someone in the program. All right. And I told you this, man. Like, I think I took them on the road in Logan last year. Maybe it was the year before. Cause I got that word that like, dude, like some of the shit, this is an intense rivalry. I actually think it's probably one of the more intense rivalries. The only question is does it transition well with all these coaching changes?
I think it.
Like I know Dutcher's still there, but like Utah State's kind of a whole different team, right?
Yeah, it is. But those fans are still they're fans.
Yeah, I think San Diego State's culture, Dutcher's not going to let them forget all this shit. I think they circle this game, the Utah State game. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
So TCE totals are 5-0 on the year. I'm taking you to a neutral site under between these two teams here. I think both defenses are all right. California's played a pretty good schedule up until this point. Actually, no. It's San Diego State that's played a pretty good schedule up until this point, 10th in the country, and their defense is top 30 in the nation. And I think they're going to dictate the pace of this one. Bottom 100 pace in the country. And I don't think Cal's offense is that great. Initially, I wanted to be on the San Diego State side of this one. It smells to me. But overall, I like the angle of a hockey arena under when I think this line should be a little bit lower for the total. So under 147.5 is my play there.
Interesting. Yeah, I like it. Jump on over there. I'm kind of fascinated. I got to watch that game now. Not that I was opposed to it before, but now I'm very intrigued. Best bets. That's our show, folks.
Yes, sir.
It only took 6,000 hours. Best plays of the night. Bieniek, I know you got yours prepared, so fire.
You caught me on the one day that I don't. I need a line here.
I think I have mine. I'll do 6 because there's so many.
Yeah, let's do 6.
Xavier, Butler, Georgia Tech, Carolina, DePaul, and Creighton.
I will go San Jose State. That's one.
Yeah.
The word is he. It's the. But 2. The fucking Long Island Sharks. 3.
All these games.
3. I will take the Butler Bulldogs. 4. Syracuse. 5. 5. Let's go with the likes of Nevada. My guy Steve. And 6 is UC Riverside. Bieniek, fire.
All right. Favorite play tomorrow is Auburn against Purdue. I like both of these programs, but I think this is going to be a gigantic mismatch as Purdue likes to play through their big men. But Cardwell is one of the best defensive fives in the country, and I think he's going to be more involved in this game with Janai Broome out. Plus, it's the 1-game bump with him not playing here for Auburn for sure. In a basic road game where Purdue has lost by double digits in all 3 of them so far this season. Second favorite play is Kentucky. Going up against another Big Ten team. SEC has been dominating non-con so far, and Ohio State has been dropping eggs left and right to high majors, double-digit losses left and right. So fading the Buckeyes when they're playing a CFP game tomorrow. Creighton minus 4.5. This is just kind of self-explanatory. Creighton off a bounce back after getting smoked by Georgetown. Villanova on the road. That's a fade. Number 4, I like Bucknell catching 35.5. I think that's super, disrespectful at this point with what Bucknell's done so far in these big buy games. They've at least covered this number, and I think they do it again. Xavier plus 6.5. They have a chance to win this game, in my opinion. I think they might even benefit from Fremantle being out. And then 6th and final, we're going for 6-0. On TCE totals. San Diego State, Cal under 147.5. Neutral site hockey arena. And San Diego State's just going to slow down that tempo of the game. And Cal's offense, I think it's questionable.
This guy gives that an under as his top play of the on the
Every
board.
time I've done a total, I've included it in my favorites.
Old Bieniek.
So, I don't pull the trigger on a total unless I feel pretty good about it.
In the process of entering about 1,000 fucking games on Tally site right now, everybody's
Yeah.
trying to get my pick page loaded. Check out the picks page.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Folks, yes, 15,000 subscribers, or you'll never hear this show. I'm sick of staying up this late for seeing 38% of the audience not subscribe. You know what I mean? Just sick of it. You know, I feel like it's when I think of some of the people that are not subscribed, I say,
What's that smell? You stink.
and hit that like and subscribe. Excited I got a pregame football and basketball show tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. We got a ton of games tomorrow. Appreciate y'all sticking it out with us. 3-hour show. God damn, it's like we just gave you Dances with Wolves without Costner. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? So long show. Do it. Hit that like and subscribe. Give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And appreciate each and every one of you. Have a safe fucking day. Enjoy life, because one day we're all getting deleted from the rock. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins, over the ledge, and ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win-win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a ride day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's Monterey and can't be found until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit, and I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. When I start the program and the doorbell ring, I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, soul assassin, harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type of warrior's ill. So true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every